All right, we are live. November 24th. It's a Monday night. Pretty unusual Monday night stream, but you know what? It's almost a holiday season, so gonna have a lot more time to stream, at least in the next few weeks, hopefully. Let's see. Make sure audio is working okay. Looks, I think it looks good, and we'll have to keep an eye on the stream quality because we're still kind of testing the waters with AT&T. TBD if it's good enough. Seems okay so far. All right, let's go ahead and queue up. What do we queue as? Should we see if there's any demo games going? Yeah, let's try demo on our main a little bit. Although I am tempted to play some Stinky with an extra E. Let's do that. Play some Stinky with an extra E. Hey there, Bard. How are you doing? Happy Monday. Hope you had a wonderful, quiet Monday. I don't know. I hope that most people's workplaces are kind of winding down a little bit this week. We'll see. Mine seems a little bit better this week anyway. Okay, let's queue. I want to queue a bunch of demo. Let's just do it. Let's just like queue a ton of demo. Let's get some rating, make it happen, and then I think I'm gonna fire up the EU account too. So let's do that. You're doing well? Nice. Nice to hear. Um, let's see. All right, firing that up now too. You're pretty sore and bruised from playing basketball? Dang. Is it like an intense basketball? It's like a pickup game, or is it like are you like playing in a league or something? You've been hobbling around all day. That's pretty funny. That's pretty intense. Hold on, I have to change my audio settings every time I open up a new instance of WoW. Okay, here we go. And, yeah. Honestly, I haven't played much basketball in a very long time. I actually, yeah, I've never been good at it. You play with your friends? Nice. I was trying to teach one of my kids to shoot a basketball, and I was like, I really don't know how to do this. Pretty useless, but it's fun. Okay, let's do. It's gonna go ahead and queue up as BG Blitz over here. Oh, there's no games. What? Oh, it's 3 a.m. in EU. Oh, it's a little bit later in the EU. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. Let's just kill the EU account and just queue up on NA. Nice. You feel like you have to go super hard because you have the least experience? Yeah. Well, it does sound like you're pushing yourself. Hey, you know what? That's great. As long as you're not like making enemies of your friends at the same time. All right, we've got a 2800-ish game. We're Horde playing some demo. This is a tank lobby. I think in tank lobbies, they usually just kind of sit mid and do nothing. Nothing happens. So I probably want to go like somewhere else. Let's see. Switch to Diabolist? Yeah, Diabolist. I've been meaning to like test some different points here and there. Because I feel like I've tested basically everything. But you never know. Sometimes there's like little tweaks that change what works best. can't really know until you test it. Yeah, whatever. It's good enough. Let's do this, and then we're going to... Let's see. I don't know. Should I go... I'm just going to go to whichever side of the map has fewer people. So I'll kind of wait and see. Looks like we've got 3 people going north. I'll go this way then. Did I make health stones? Yeah, I did. Okay, great. One thing I was reminded... Oh yeah, never mind. Okay. Hey, Open Harder. Little late night sesh. Good luck in queues. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, just getting a couple extra games in. Because like it's sort of like coming up on the holiday season in NA. So it's kind of chill. So I like the week is a little bit less intense. Do you think I should have just sent something there? I mean, I don't think the hunter will lose the base. Yeah, I don't know. I probably should have helped out over here right away. Who's he facing? The Feral or Balanced? Why can't I press this? There we go. I think I was like stuck on that stupid thing. Dang it. That did not go well. I actually kind of forgot that I had Howl of Terror. That would have been really useful early on in the fight. Is that Bladestorm in my weak aura? Bladestorm? Oh, you mean like this down here? This is the Shrine buff. So that's like the... Oh, you know what? What is going on here? What? No! How could you lose? I guess he lost the one-on-one pretty badly. Oh, I didn't wall earlier. Dude, this is so annoying. Dude, I can't believe this hunter lost. I'll sit. He didn't lose like by little, he lost like badly. That's unfortunate. Okay, anyway. Hey Storn, how are you doing? Pog. Pog indeed. Deluxe though CD manager. Oh, this thing here? This is Fellstorm. Yeah, this is the what's it called? Demonic Strength. This is Demonic Strength. So like when I want my dude to spin around, we have this guy. All right. We're good. This has not been going so well. I'm just gonna sit here. I think that's what I'm good at. I won't lose to these hunters. If that's Demonic Strength, then what's to the right of it? Oh, yeah, that's just Fellstorm. Yeah. That's not Demonic Strength. This is Demonic Strength. Dude, I don't know. I only look at it and press those buttons hundreds of times a day. Well, Pet's kind of whacking at this guy. He's gonna die sooner or later. I kind of want him to die slowly. I probably shouldn't. That was probably not a great time to kill him. whatever. Because he's going to have time to res and then contest again. But I'll kill him again if I have to. The Gray Fox. Hey, caught your stream for Saturday? Nice. Gave you hope on your luck? Yeah. You know, I hope I give people hope that you really don't have to be some sort of like mega highly skilled person to do well in this game. You just need to practice. Oh my gosh, what is this guy doing here? So this is annoying. This is a healer. So we're in trouble here. The reason we're in trouble is because there's just no way to beat a healer DPS combo. Unless they're really bad. And I don't think these guys are that bad. Especially 2 hunters and a healer. That's not going to happen. So I'm just trying to stun, port, get a heal up with the rejuve. Oh, dang, I exploded. I think this game is going pretty badly. Oh boy. Let's see. Well, I missed some messages. Bladestorm. Yeah. Must have been a tough 1v1. Yeah. Yeah, not getting turtle in the 1v1 and losing that must, you know, I mean the other hunter might have picked up. So what might have happened is the other hunter might have picked up this buff, because this buff makes the 1v1 super impossible. It's like extremely strong. How much is it? Is it 30%? Yeah, 30% damage. Pretty big. Oh shoot, not good. Actually, perfectly good. Die! Alright. 3-2 at the moment. You're clawing it back. Nice. Good job, good job. Yeah, we are oh, you know what? We're getting a little turf back here too. Who knows? The more that the hunters come here and we kill them, the better for our team it is. Is that buff back, you think? I can't tell. Oh yeah, it is. So my eyesight, turns out my eyesight is garbage. Went to the eye doctor recently. They're like, you gotta fix this. I was like, do you think I'm playing too much WoW? I didn't ask them that. I knew the answer, so I didn't have to ask. But yeah, it's not great for the eyesight, I believe. All right, we need to take, how many, is that enough? See, this is where knowing the math, like how that adds up, would be extremely helpful. I think we need one more base, is my guess. So I'm going to stay here, because it's usually better to stay, to get the sure thing than try and contest something else. There's nobody else around here anyway, so I'm kind of the best position for this. And I can kill another hunter while I'm at it. These guys just they're just asking for it. He doesn't even know I have a buff. He's like looking for the buff right now. He's trying to get the buff. There's no buff for you, buddy. Stun him. Oh, the stun didn't hit it's quick enough. I have wall too, so they're super screwed. All right, I think we secured this game. Every node's about, every node's about 150. What makes it hard is we had 3 nodes, but 2 of them were like half capped. So each of them had like maybe like 75, 80 points left. So it'd be like the math would have been like 150 plus, I don't know, 75 plus 75. So we had about 300 points to get, and we were at about 1200. So it was like, didn't have much room for error anyway. LASIK or glasses situation. I've been wearing glasses since I was in 2nd grade. and they've just gotten progressively worse over the years. Contacts, actually. Mostly wear contacts. But yeah, might be at the situation where I need to like get like some extreme solution done. My glasses are they're like shot glasses, you know. Yeah, Gray Fox. Lock is fun. It is you'll get your face smashed in repeatedly many times before you get the hang of it, but it's fun. And you don't have to be particularly good to have a large impact on the game. So I think Lock is pretty great. And Midnight, I think the rotations generally get a lot easier, so it's going to be a little bit less stressful trying to do your thing while under pressure. They were winning that if their hunters weren't so bad. I don't know. I mean, so we did take market. So us taking market from a team that has a prot pally means that something went pretty wrong in other parts of the map too. That helped us a lot. The bottom side of the map initially was going pretty badly for us, but we got into this rhythm where we were just wiping their hunters over and over, and that helped a lot. I would say that overall it was like a pretty close game. So who knows? Could have gone either way. Open heart. That's a hard fight for the hunters to win versus demo 1v1. Yeah, demo is one of the best 1v1 classes. So like, unless you're like at a huge cooldown disadvantage, you can beat almost anything except, you know, except it's actually I'd say rogues in general are really hard right now for some reason. Um, yeah, if everybody has cooldowns, rogues, rets, and sometimes demon hunters are pretty hard. There's like built to kill you, but almost everybody else we can hold our own. The issue is like the other team had a healer bot side, so I thought things were going to go south there, but then I think that healer had to help other nodes, and we just ended up taking bot a lot. So versus Ret, yeah, Rets are like insane right now. They're like probably the best overall duelist. I don't know Ret versus Rogue how that works exactly. But Rets can kill most classes while they're completely immune to damage. So that's kind of the state of things. But most Rets are also kind of pretty bad at using their cooldowns right, so I can actually take them sometimes. Best move is to LOS and just pet spin. Yeah, hunters can spin forever with just like their pet. It's super annoying. Gray Fox, you really enjoy playing AF? Nice. Just don't feel very impactful. So AF is kind of in a funny state where I'm really enjoying it. I'm playing it a ton these days. Right now I'm queued as demo just because I kind of just want to like grind this. So this is my second character, and I just kind of want to get a little rating on this guy for some reason. There's no particular reason for it, but I've been playing a lot of AF over the last few days, and it's a ton of fun. But it does feel like there's a lot of situations where you can do a ton of damage and just not win, and that's a little annoying. But that's just how it is. AF is all damage, no CC. So like, you're kind of you're threatening and all, but it's not like in the same way that Destro's Chaos Bolts are threatening. You can't really just hard carry every fight. Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun. And I think especially if you can afford a little bit of mastery gear, AF is pretty great. AF gets a lot better if you can give up a little versatility, because you need that versatility in arena and shuffle, but you need it a little less in blitz, and in blitz you have like a much higher impact when you have a lot of mastery. So it's pretty fun. Let's see. Oh wait, this character is not is my alt. On my main, I think I need to do one more dungeon just to get 2 slots of vault gear. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm at 3,300 IO, and I'm like, I'm still kind of enjoying at least 1 or 2 dungeons per week. So I'm still kind of doing it, but I have all the gear. And at this point, the only other achievement I can get in M Plus right now is to try and go for the rank 1 title, which I think is pretty hard to do considering that I play demo and nobody wants to take a demo lock anywhere. So I don't know. I'd have to learn Destro, I think, just to get into groups. Gray Fox, yeah, people aren't worried about an afflock one-shotting anybody. Yeah, but in Blitz, if you can get away with a pretty heavy mastery and haste gear set, and especially if you occasionally get like a berserking buff before a team fight, you can do crazy over like spread damage. It's like unhealable. So it can be really fun, but it requires a little more setup, and you're super squishy. Hey Matt, you'll take my demo lock anywhere? Oh, thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, my demo lock is I really hope they have solo queue for M Plus at some point, but I don't think they said anything about it for midnight, so I guess it's not in the works anytime soon. But that would be awesome. I would be all over that. I'd be queuing. I definitely would not need a second account. I'd be queuing Shuffle, Blitz, and M Plus, solo M Plus. They should give rank 1 spec titles in M Plus. They should. It's weird that they don't. So it forces everyone to play whatever is like, 1% more damage than all the other specs. That's ridiculous. Because it's not like the meta specs are a bazillion times better. They're just a little better. That's kind of annoying. Alright, this is a 2800 game. We are Horde. Let's see. They've got a sub-rogue. That's a lot of hunters. And 2 demo locks. That's pretty unusual. There's a lot of options here depending on what people want to do. We'll see. I'll just let people volunteer me for whatever job. If I need to sit, I'll sit. I think this build is okay. Master LXE, you picked up Marksman Hunter to learn Arena. Are you in good hands long term, or is it flavor of the month? Marks is great. So I think every spec has been viable and good, with the exception of tank specs, screw tank specs, but everything else has been totally good and viable in Arena and Shuffle. More so in Shuffle than Arena. Arena is a little bit more meta dependent, but Shuffle is pretty much like you can make anything work very well. And Marksman has been kind of top of the heap for a long time. I can't remember the last time Marksman has been like outright like mediocre. Yeah, I think you're in good shape. All right, let's see. So let me just check the rating of the BM Hunter. That's kind of the big question. Because sometimes you get people who are new, and you don't want new people to sit because they may not know how they might not even know how to capture a base. They might just like stand next to it, like a regular BG. I think the BM Hunter is. I think he said he's sitting, but it's kind of unclear. His response is a little vague. Oh, yeah, he's going. All right. He's even got a little broomstick. I like it. Let's see. Open harder. Demo versus demo. True unicorn match. Yeah. Let's see. Who's sitting for them? The rogue? That's a sub-rogue. I don't know. Never trust a sub-rogue. They're untrustworthy. Is that dragon gonna make it? Wow, he did make it. He got knocked like super far and he still like flew back. That's crazy. Those dragons. Crazy. had to interrupt the demonology lock because I want to make him look bad no matter what happens here, even if I lose. I don't want him to do more damage to me. Half our team is smoked though. We're not doing so hot here. Oh, that guy got punted. Oh, he's gone. I think it's a healer too. That's really important. That might help us recover a little bit of ground here. Yeah, interrupt the demonology lock. Might be a perfectly nice guy, but truth is, and it's important for my marketing to out damage him here. Alright, let's keep hitting all these guys, stunning, interrupting. So the key is we gotta kill this healer super fast. Oh, the other healer's back. So I have to interrupt the other healer. Oh, he bubbled himself. What? I think he must have cocooned the wrong guy. Alright. Nice, we got the flag. Let's get out of here. Port. Slow this guy. Yeah, otherwise you have to go to his stream instead. Yeah, exactly. It's all like, this is how you know, this is how you win at Twitch, pretty sure. MF Wafa, what do I think about Lock at Midnight? So far I've been playing around with Lock in Midnight beta. Just a little bit, like kind of idly. And I'd say that it looks pretty good. But it's really hard to tell until, honestly, until like pre-patch hits. And even then, all the numbers are still going to be all super wacky and useless. So it's kind of hard to evaluate right now. Good for your marketing. It's great comps. Yeah. Oh no, did they take our flag? I don't know. We're Horde. We're good. I'd say that like probably the main thing they're doing is they're simplifying a lot of the gameplay, and I think that's good for Warlocks because Warlocks in general are like pretty hard to play right now. So if they get simpler, that actually will probably help more people kind of like start to play it. That's a good thing. That was the slowest Shadow Fury ever. So bad. Useless. That's okay. So that was a risky way to spin the flag, which is a Fel Lord. I probably shouldn't have done it that way, but like sometimes sometimes I just do things, and I don't know why, and I regret it after, but it didn't hurt, so it worked out okay there. MF Wafa, do I prefer Demo or AF? So right now I prefer Demo in retail, but I've been playing a ton of AF and Destro. I've been playing all three specs. I think they're all really fun in different ways. In Midnight, I think AF is looking pretty insanely fun. There's a few quality of life improvements that I think send it way over the edge. It looks like it's pretty good. Demo looks like it's going to feel pretty similar, but the rotation's a lot simpler, almost to the point where it might be too simple. It's like 4 buttons. We'll see. That's a good thing usually for gameplay, but it's going to feel weird. Destro's hard to say. I think Destro just comes down to numbers, like how it's tuned. All right, let's see. They're very unhappy about everything they're losing. Yeah, the other team is unless they get their team together and make a solid push here, might be kind of tough for them to win this one. Although it is 12 stacks on the flags. Like it definitely, yeah, this guy could actually just like. So I need to watch out that like people might just try and take our stuff. We don't want that. What? Cycloned? There's like 8 of us here and he cyclones me. I take that personally. shoot, they took the flag somewhere. They capped the flag? What? What? Why? No! Did he get knocked? I don't even know what happened. I need to get out of here. I'm like stuck in combat though, naturally. Shoot. That indecision is bad. I should have just gone for it. This is very bad, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. It's very bad. I don't know who capped the flag on our end, but they might have lost us the game. It's very possible. They might have just single-handedly lost the game for us. Oh wait, nice, we got a base. Okay, they're still gonna insta-cap though as soon as they... I assume their guy is like standing on the flag cap, yeah. So we have to get ready to get to the next base already. Let's abandon this guy here. I'm sure he can sit it just fine. Where's the rogue? Rogue's over there? Yeah. I'm gonna go towards Fel Reaper or DR. Because they can't afford to. Yeah, they're gonna capture it ASAP. Oh boy. Gotta say, I don't like the way things are going here. What? Kicked. It's ridiculous. Wall here. Alright, here we go. AoE Fear. This is it. Oh shoot, there's like a million little snakes and stuff here, I can't. Oh nice, we killed one dude. Fear the healer out of that sleep. Blast this guy. Oh, can't. But if we cap the flag, I think we win at 1350. Or 1325, right? Yeah, it's been a while since I did the math. And I'm not famous for doing the math on these things very well. Healthstone. Just trying to spin. There we go. Whew. Alright. That's 2 wins in a row. Not too bad. Not too shabby. The streak continues. Yeah, not bad. That was a close one. Sometimes it's bad when you win mid quickly. Because then that forces your team into like having to defend your flag carrier for a very long time. It gets very stressful. Because the stacks build up, you get squishier and squishier, and things can go south. So that was actually a pretty close game because we won the team fight in mid so hard. I think that's one of the things about Eye of the Storm that's so funny. Is like there's a lot of counterintuitive things. If you win the team fight at mid too quickly, it's bad. If you win it too slow, it's also bad, but it's probably a little better. If you cap too quickly, it's usually bad. There's a lot of stuff you can screw up, you know? It's funny. Alright, let's see. Storm, you've been watching a few streamers play Devourer, and the whole kit is not even filling 2 bars. Looks wild. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they're really trying to... So here's what's happening, is like Blizzard is like being super... They're super aggressive about spell pruning and stuff right now, and they're going to like cut a bunch of stuff. It's going to be a lot simpler rotationally for a lot of classes. And then naturally over the next expansion or two, they're going to add like 15 spells to every spec, and it's going to be totally bloated insanity. They'll have to do this every few expansions. Open Harder, did my teammate panic cap or was he gripped or knocked? Couldn't tell. I honestly didn't see. There was a hunter and a druid. But the druid was not in a position where he could have done the knock, but a hunter could have potentially. So it might have been a hunter knock. I actually don't know. But he might have panic capped because like we were dying. Everyone who's grabbing the flag was dying, but I don't know. we were at like probably like 13, 14 stacks or something at that point, so it was pretty tough to hold the flag. So maybe like it's you know sometimes the thing to do when you win team fight hard, you just kind of cap it. You just cap it and you just assume you're going to win in the next team fight really quickly too. But it's really hard to make that decision because if you make that decision and then your team fails to capture another base, you automatically get blamed, and that's a lot of responsibility to shoulder. So it's not necessarily fun thing to do. Yeah, I was meaning to check out because they made a bunch of changes to the beta. I think it was Affliction that got the most changes. Let me open that up because I think the EU queues are pretty dead right now. Oh shoot, I need to update my beta client. I can't even open it right now. Can I resume download while the game is open? No, I cannot. Ah, never mind. Next time. All right. Blitz Eye of the Storm needs another pass. You like it, but the optimal strategy isn't intuitive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're fixing it in Midnight. I don't remember where I saw that, but I think Blizzard said at some point that they're changing Eye of the Storm so that I think it's going to be kind of like what's it called? Deep Wind Gorge. Like you're going to be incentivized to just get bases and capture flags as often as you can. So it's going to be simpler. Like you can't screw over your team by capping a base or a flag, which is actually kind of a problem right now. It's great and funny at high ends and horrible for new players. So they do need to fix that. I think the optimal strategy will be very simple for all the maps going forward. I think the worst. I really think they should remove Temple of Katmogu from the rotation because I think it's by far the worst map. I think it's just kind of a wacky map and it doesn't feel very good to play. But all the other maps I think are okay. They probably need to nerf Presevokers as flag carriers. And then I think the game would be in pretty good shape. Rogues will still be kind of busted everywhere, but at least it won't be like. I mean, the biggest outlier is Presevokers and flag carry maps for sure. Other than that, I think every spec seems pretty viable. Even tank specs seem viable in Blitz. Not that I want to see tanks more. I think they're kind of annoying, but at least it's not like a problem when there's a tank. Open harder, want to buy Seething Shore? Fior BX, no. I think like Seething Shore, I'd be interested to see what it feels like. They should do a little bit of maybe they should do like some map rotations, like from season to season. You know how like in M Plus you have different dungeons that are like the dungeon pool for that season. There's a lot of BGs, right? How many BGs are there? Because there are other ones they never use, right? Or do they use all of them? Where can I find? Where can I browse this? In here? Dungeons? Probably not dungeons. Suggested content? What was this? No, I don't want to do that stuff. I don't know. Well, anyway, it'd be cool if there was a little bit of a rotation. Although that might be kind of unfair. Because there are certain classes that are just way stronger on certain types of maps. So keeping all the maps in the map pool would be better, probably. Yeah. I don't know. Storm, personally, you can get behind having a tank and blitz every now and then, but shuffle is just too. Oh, shuffle, they should not have tanks at all in shuffle. I think it's not a quality experience. Yeah, it's not good. Because the way tanks get inserted in shuffle is it's just one tank and 3 DPS, and then 2 healers, and you never want to be the team with the tank on your team. It's just like you just don't want that. So like, I just feel like it's not fun for anybody. And if they did tank specific queues, kind of like they did with prot pallies, then people would cheat it'd bring cheating to solo shuffle, so they can't do that. Honestly, they should probably just get rid of tanks at PvP. That would probably be better for everybody. Because like, that was a problem. At the end of last season's Blitz queues, there was a lot of tanks who were win trading. So I don't really like that either. Let's see. Fjord, go to Honor tab, click specific dungeons. Ooh. That is some... How? What? Let me see. Oh, pre-mids. Quick match. Oh wait, specific battlegrounds. I see, I see. So... oh yeah, the only one missing is Seething Shore. I think. Other than the epic BGs, which are obviously garbage. Yeah, I think that's right. The only one missing is Seething Shore. Huh. Is it just because it's buggy and like people get stuck in the boat in the sky or something? That's weird. Storn. Oh no, it's a Bard. Why aren't some maps in the shuffle like Coulter and Pirate Run? Oh, in Solo Shuffle. Yeah. I don't know. Where can I see all the arena locations? Because there are a few that are not in Shuffle. I guess the really small, cramped ones are not, huh? Like the, I don't know, the Coulter and Pirate one. Also that one with the waterfall in the middle. That one's not in there in the Shuffle rotation. Yeah, you know, there are some maps that pretty heavily favor melee. I wonder if that's why they're just like a little too janky for it's like a little too one-sided. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Some of them are also like more prone to bugs, like people getting disconnected and stuff. So maybe that's part of it too. Brew official Epic BG Blitz when? You know, I was about to laugh it off and say absolutely not, never. You know, but like honestly, they should replace everything in this tab with a Blitz version. Yeah. There should be unrated Blitz BGs, and just get rid of random BGs. Those are terrible. Random epic BGs are terrible. Just replace it with the Blitz version. So everyone runs around super fast and stuff, and like, I mean, it'd be interesting to have it. So the problem with having rating in something that's like a 25 versus 25 or a 40 versus 40 is like, it's going to be so influenced by RNG that like you it'll be really hard for skill expression to shine through. Even in an 8v8 setting, it's like pretty like there's pretty heavy influence of RNG, so it would be pretty rough, I think, at that large of a bracket. So I'm not sure they could ever really do a rated version, but running around in a normal BG after you've played Blitz, like at this move speed that I'm going right now, this feels horrible now. Because in Blitz, you go like twice as fast or something. You remember when it used to be in the RBG pool too? It was a nightmare. Oh, I never played much RBGs, so I never really dealt with that. Storn, you recently got feared through a crack in the cart map and fell under the map, unable to die or participate. Yeah, that happened to me once. It logged me out and I couldn't log in until the map ended. So like if the map had taken a long time to end, I would have gotten like a minus 200 penalty or whatever it is. Plus deserter. It's crazy how those bugs are still in the game. Open Harder, they took it offline in Shadowlands and then just old yellered it. Messy Hawk, some arenas are not in Shuffle because of how the starting room is made, like Dalaran Sewers. Oh. Wait, why? Is it because how it launches you out of the top area? That's kind of interesting that's why. All right, we got a shuffle. I thought this was a blitz pop, but this is a shuffle pop. Let's see. This is a 2700 game. We are missing somebody here. Oh, there they are. Okay. Got a Dev Evoker. arcane mage, and an arms warrior. Oh, interesting. So arcane mages and dev evokers. Well, I'd say arcane mages are pretty good into demolocks. They do bazillions of damage, but uh, it's probably pretty tough being the only warrior in this lobby too. Okay, run a pretty standard Soul Harvester build. I think Soul Harvester here. I don't know. I could probably run Diabolist, but Soul Harvester is more fun. Storin, the Goblin area also shoots you out if you don't jump by yourself. Goblin area. Oh, the Cage of Carnage. Yeah, it does something. It like ports you out or something. I can't remember. Dude, I don't think my Fellor did anything, right? Just like nothing. I guess we're going on the Evoker, huh? I kind of assumed we would be going on the if you're stun the healer, get the precog, fear the healer again out of that. That's a little bit of an early reap here, but I got the precog, so it kind of felt like it was my job to do that. Coil. Wait, I don't have coil yet. I have coil now. Coil. Port. In a second. There we go. Dang. Make the kick. Stun the healer in a second. Yeah, stun the healer now. Nope. Where's my pet? Don't know where my pet is. Pretty late stun. Actually ended up being pretty good stun. Because, like, he already got CS'd. Do a bit of a bull rush thing here there. I don't know. Shouldn't we go on the warrior? I think we should go warrior. That's what I think. Yeah, let's go warrior. You're this guy? I probably should have trinketed that sun. Try and get some damage going. Alright, I take it back. Let's not go on the warrior. Let's go on this guy. Stun the healer, fear the healer. Super dead. Super dead. Right? No? Maybe? I need a wall. I need a wall, but I got interrupted. Wall. Stun. Kill. Kill. Re-kill. Third time's a charm. Get him. Nice. Right. I guess going on the Evoker is the thing to do. I don't know. Maybe I should just go on whoever he's going on. That's all. It doesn't really matter. Dang, that priest did a bazillion damage. Disc is still pretty crazy, and we had pretty decent lockdown on that priest. I mean, he got interrupted and feared and sheeped a lot. Still did a million DPS. Pretty bonkers. Get the precog, drop a Fell Lord, get this guy out, get this guy out, get this guy out. Yeah. I saved my trinket. Coil this guy. Fake the kick. Wait, we're on the warrior this time. Port, fear the healer, didn't get it. Blast. Fear the healer. Got it kicked. Not happening. Alright, there's a little bubble thing here, so I can stay put. Trinket. Blast. So much damage to a completely immune dragon. It's okay. Oh, that was a nice kick. Very fast. Reflect. Stun I mean the dragon guy. Fear the healer. Port. Coil him. Oh, I didn't work at all. Shoot. Kind of stuck here. Precog. Get the tyrant. Big tyrant wall. Hey, are we stunning? Whoa, what the? That camera went all wacky there for a second. Uh-oh, this doesn't feel good. Uh-oh. Hit this guy. Nice swap. That was massive. They're like in tears. Coiled myself. No problem. Oh man, that was a nice whoa, what? How did he knock me over here? What was that? Did the warrior knock me, or was that the... What was that? Oh my gosh, I can't kill him. Stun a healer, can't. Bellord here. Big damage. Nice. Wait, what knocked me back? That was not a life grip. That was like... I don't know what it was. Something just sent me halfway across the map. That's crazy. Alright, doing pretty good here. Let's hit the... So the Arcane Mage does a ton of damage. Actually, so does the Evoker. Wow, the Warrior did a lot of damage there. Alright, whatever. We got a turkey. Feeling good about ourselves. Okay. Is it probably the Shaman? Oh, do you think the Shaman knocked me? But he wasn't really close to me. It might have been the Shaman. Oh shoot, this is a really weird start. Oh, it's so bad. I've done literally nothing. Stun this guy. Terrible Tyrant, but I gotta do it. I gotta just send it. Coil. I'm trinketing, I don't care. So bad. Positioning, it could not be worse, but if we survive this, then we're kind of recovering more or less here. Stun the healer. Hitting whatever, I don't care. Alright, interrupted, that's fine. Stunning him with my crazy bull charge. Oh, that was a killer. That was an amazing dispel. Coil this guy. Somehow we are not yet out of the game. I don't know who we're on, what we're doing. I want to go on this guy. Stun that guy. Nice, fake the kick. Blast this guy. Nice, they're on me. This is good. I don't want them on the warrior, I want them on me. Done. Blast. Fear. Port. Fake the kick. Feeling pretty good. Dragon Rage, this is it. They have a slight advantage in terms of timing because I like basically wasn't doing anything for the first 10 seconds of the game. Fear that guy. Oh shoot. Just hitting this guy because he's more available. Coiled him. Fear. Bellord right there, so the Shaman gets chain stunned. Trinket that. Reflect. Fear the mage. Spamming Demon Bolt into guys. Alright. That was actually a huge recovery. That was a tough one. Open harder. Shaman Thunder on Warrior for oh yeah, that's right. He can use the Thunderstorm on an ally. I almost never see that. The last Fellord? Yeah, sometimes you can get a ton of stuns out of a Fellord, especially when things are really chaotic like that. And like it's a lot easier for me to see the Fellord, but an enemy Fellord can be sometimes a little harder to see depending on the ground. Sometimes like it's actually quite hard to see them, period, which makes it really powerful. Take the kick. Let's go ahead and interrupt the Arcane Surge because I know those are pretty scary. Interrupt the guy again. I bet he's like raging, you know? He's gonna get it sooner or later though. Can't interrupt every single surge. Make the kick. Coil him outside of the dome thingy. Bellord over there in the corner, so they. Oh, the mage got gripped out of it. Wow, that's unlucky. Just hit whoever's closer. Oh, interrupted. Bull rushed, and I totally whiffed. It's embarrassing. Let's lay a port here. Reflect here. Reflect some of the damage, basically. Stun the healer. Did we just get him? Almost. Dang. Got block, pain suppression, and time stop. Time stop's... What is the cooldown on time stop? I don't think it's that long, actually. Let's trinket that. I love trinketing pretty offensively when I play demo because it's like, you're not very squishy, you know? I mean, except that when there's a rogue, that's the only time you want to really save your trinket. That's pretty annoying. Can't stop the UP. Oh, this is pretty bad. Coil him. I'm going to fear him. I'm going to go on the Arcane Mage, though. Oh, shoot. Healthstone. Wall. Blasting. Can't steal my wall, buddy. He's trying to steal it. I don't know. AoE stunning. Got him. Dragon Rage. Pretty scary. Fear this guy. Stun him with a Grimoire Felguard. Dang, I don't know if this is going to work. Got into the Spirit Link. Dang it. Worst Tyrant ever. Still, it's a Tyrant. Oh boy. Fake the kick. Got the reflect. Port. That's not a great port. Very bad. Dang. Ooh. Oh man, the priest out damaged the warrior. I think that was that's a tough matchup. Pretty hard for the warrior to keep uptime. I don't know. I think I would have gotten more value out of playing Diabolus there. I think we were pretty clumped. Actually, AoE Fear might have been a lot better. But I don't know. The Shaman is lamenting the fact that it's a Void Weaver. Yeah, Void Weavers are really problematic for demo locks. It was like unfun to play demo when Void Weaver was like every single lobby. Like I probably will lose this because the Void Weaver gets so much free healing and damage on against the demo lock. Gosh, this guy keeps reflecting my coils. So bad. Bellord right here. Fake the kicks. You're the healer. I don't care about this damage. It's nothing. Nothing. Take the kicks. Interrupt the healer. Full rush. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I missed. Ah! Oh, no. That's okay. We're good, we're good. Trinket that. Totally fine. No problem. I'm gonna get out of here. Who should I go on? I think I'm dead. I didn't play that very well, but I also I kind of feel like it is what it is. That's just a Void Weaver game. Void Weaver does 1.3 million DPS against the Demolock because the way it works is they do a ton of AoE damage. And because that big rift thing, that thing that gets bigger, it explodes. It hits all my imps and does infinite healing and damage, basically. Like, his team cannot die as long as he gets that void rift thing out every now and then. Totally insane. Really doesn't interact properly with pet classes. I think it's actually a major problem. Did I try and fear the priest just now? I sure did. Luckily, I feared the warrior. Very bad start, but you know what? I've had worse. Coil this guy. Oh, what? That guy got precog. Dang it. Oh my gosh, my bull rushes are terrible. I keep missing my my bull rush target. I got a full fear on the healer though, that's pretty nice. Coil this guy. Fear the mage. Ooh, nice rescue. I like that. Nice grip. Like that too. Oh my gosh, I'm hard casting Demon Bolt because I accidentally pressed it, but I still got it off. Feels pretty good. That's the latest wall in the universe of walls. Oh, that was terrible. I feel bad for my team. That was very, very winnable. Oops. But to be honest, that mage did a bazillion damages. Oh well, let's see. Okay, JB, that's crazy. You're on your arcane, can barely get time to breathe. Yeah. You know, I don't think it helps me play better to narrate what I'm doing, but it's a lot of fun. It's fun to kind of predict what I'm doing and like either get it right, which feels good, or just get it completely wrong, which also feels good. Let's see. Outroot. Shamans can knock a friendly target. Yeah, I think that must have been what it was. I don't see that very often. It's very powerful. It's pretty hard to line up because you can't like coordinate that in shuffle. It doesn't matter much on a lot of maps. I guess like a big flat map like that, it doesn't matter too much. It certainly matters in like Cage of Carnage. I would expect to see that used all the time. Let's see. Brutal lobby for the warrior. Yeah, I guess so. Wait, how many did the warrior win? The warrior won what, 2? Something like that? I think like it was a tough lobby for the warrior, but it was honestly just like it was just a miserable. I should have won the last game, and it's amazing that I won any game. I did win one game against the disc, and that was a very close game. But I think it's pretty tough to beat for me to beat discs right now if they play Void Weaver. It's kind of like a total hard counter. I should have won with the discus. I could have gone 4 probably. Just press the buttons. Exactly. Just press the buttons. All right, we're kicking butt though. Not bad. You know, 3-3 is a great result. I'll take it. I think the next thing, yeah, let's see if we can get some more blitz. Yeah, tonight's a demo night. Unless we get super bored, and then we'll play some Destroyer Af. And then it's reset day tomorrow, which doesn't really matter this late in the season. There's literally nothing to look forward to on reset day. I'm still going to try and get a great vault slot, and the only reason why, I'm fully geared. I basically have, I don't have best in slot gear because it's not like the best itemized gear, but it's all like top item level gear for PvE. But you can get secondary, no, they're called tertiary stats on PvE gear. I kind of just want more speed, so we'll see if I get it. But Teddy Ursa Gaming, hello. How are you doing? Cosiris, how hard is it to climb in Blitz? How many games do you think to get to 2400? It's a bazillion games. So Blitz is fairly quick to climb to. I think it's around 1500. So until you get to 1500, you get like a couple hundred rating per win. I don't remember exactly, but it's a lot. You get a lot of rating per win, and then all of a sudden, once you get to I think around 1500 or so, you start getting 20 per win, 20 points, maybe 30 max, something like that. It's very low, like 20 to 30 points, which means to get to 2400. Even if you're winning every single game you play, you're still looking at like 100 games or something ridiculous. I don't know. Someone else can do the math. The math is pretty simple. How many? Okay, let's divide 900 points by, let's call it 30. Okay, I guess that'd be 30 wins. Okay, that sounds a lot less crazy. But you're not going to win all your games. You're going to lose like half of them. So you're still talking about like easily 100 games to get to 2400, even if you're a very good player. Maybe like 80 games or something like that, you know? Total. It's crazy. You had your MMR up to 2800, then you lost 5 in a row. That's pretty normal. I'd say that Blitz MMR moves very quickly. It's kind of weird. So this is a 2900 game. But so this is a 2900 game, but you can see there's a couple people here who are like 1800, 1900. They might be really good, or they might be lucky, because there's a lot of MMR kind of wackiness in Blitz early on. Your first like 20, 30 games in Blitz are called placement matches, and your MMR will swing very quickly. And even if it's not your fault, you might lose, or even if you kind of like played badly, you might win. And those things can lead to wackiness. But after you play like 50, 100 games, like you'll kind of settle a little bit more towards your skill level. So current rating matters more in Blitz. So just keep playing. It's a pretty fun game mode. People get kind of toxic sometimes, but don't let that get to you, you know? All right, I don't know what's going on. Where am I going? Am I going lumber mill? Priest lock mid? Am I going mid? I don't know. There's people chat too much. I'm confused. But I'm going mid. Oh, I didn't get I missed the buff. Shoot, I missed the crate thingy too. Yeah, he's trying to do some shenanigans here. I don't like it one bit. Am I lagging? No, we're good. We're good. I'm just not doing any damage. His health bar is completely insanely healthy. So this game may never end, from my perspective. So in Arathi Basin, when you get to higher ratings, the general strat is you're gonna have a 2v2 lumber mill, 2v2 blacksmith, one healer, one DPS in both places. I didn't mean to. That was a fat finger. But it doesn't really matter. And if both teams are pretty equally skilled, what's going to happen is neither team is going to kill the other. Because healing, there's no dampening in Blitz. So healing is always very powerful. So I think that's going to be our lot in life here. Nobody's going to take this base the entire game. Now, the exception is when the rest of your team starts winning the rest of the map, then you might actually start taking bases, because somebody else will have the kind of bandwidth to help out. They'll swing by, they'll toss a few stuns on the healer, whatever, you might get a kill. But until then, this is a pretty poopy situation, to put it simply. Like, and it would be pretty hard to try and CC both of them. I guess it's doable, perhaps, but it's not easy. We could just like settle on a truce here and just like be like, let's just not do this. But here we are, fighting to the death. Oh, see, they brought some friends. So this is where we can actually heavily influence the game to our side if we don't lose the base. So they have 3 people here, which means they have fewer people in the rest of the map, which is very good for us. Okay, the druid left. It was just a drive-by pounce. All right. So another bad situation you don't want to be in is you don't want to be standing next to your healer. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, could I have capped it? I'm so bad. I was just talking about how it's like impossible to cap this base. I could have capped it if I just started channeling, right? I think. The priest had trinket. Nah, I couldn't have capped it. He would have just trinketed. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. There's no way. But ooh, now we have a drive-by pounce from our own cat. See if we can apply a little bit of pressure. Doubt it. But you never know. Anybody have any thoughts? That's not what to do here. Oh shoot. They almost got it. They almost did it. Just with they have more AoE CC than we do. Alright. I need to wait out this shield thing. Maybe? Oh, I was so close. I was so close. No. Dang, that's so sad. I gotta pop my cooldown so I don't die here. Wait, maybe I can kill him. Huh? Oh, there's a swap. That's no fun. Try and kill this guy. Oh yeah, he's super dead. Dang, he's not dead. Oh, that Broco. Oh, he got feared. I see. Well, you know what? I've had fun. I don't know about you guys, but I've had fun doing nothing this game. Dang it. I was pretty close to capturing it once. Can I stun that? No, I can't stun him. Fully healed instantly. Ooh, can we kill him? Send all our cooldowns. Everything. I don't care what happens in the game. I care about winning this. Tons of damage. Spear the healer. Naturally, huge spear. Nothing. Alright, well, we won and we crushed the damage meter. That's what counts, right? That's how you that's how you feel good about yourself. Yeah, those sorts of games are kind of funny. Both teams played like pretty well with the stalemate. There were opportunities where like both teams, like them and us, played a little sloppy and could have gotten capped on. But at the end of the day, it's really hard to win that 2v2 if both teams are playing well. All right, let's see. Storn, you recently discovered that until recently, you had a perfect 50% win rate. Got the 300 Blitz match achieved with a 150 win achieved in the same game. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's actually, I mean, that's a good sign. Whenever you see somebody with a high win rate percentage, it doesn't mean anything other than they haven't played enough. Because you will eventually get to 50% win rate. Unless you are the absolute best player in the world, everyone else is going to be sooner or later finding their equivalent skill matchups, and they're just going to be winning 50% of the time. That's it. I mean, it's like, yeah, there's only like a handful of people who will have, if they play infinitely, they'll still have a really high win rate percentage. Open Harder, the only real tech is Shadow Fury Port, Cheese Cap, but really hard to execute, especially against CK. Yeah, I think in that, so I tend to not play Shadow Rift when I get the 2v2 assignment because it's pretty hard to pull off, and I'd rather try and win the 2v2 straight up. But in that particular matchup, DK Priest, it's extremely hard to win that. So a Shadow Rift, like I probably should have played with Shadow Rift to try and just mess with them a little bit. That probably would have been better. Yeah, because I didn't need all my PvP talents, like all the defensive talents, just to hang in there. I just needed to pop my wall whenever he went like ham, and that's it. Um, yeah, definitely could have tried to get some shenanigans done there, but I also should have been trying to I should have tried to cap every single Haliterror, because sometimes you can just get one in at some point. Rouge official, hello. What is that? Is that a fish? Hype. No wait, is that a fish? What is that? Dolphin? I don't know, but hype indeed. Yeah, let's see if we can get some more games on this very fine Monday night. I think we're doing pretty well today. It's a dolphin? Yeah. Like I said, I have pretty bad eyesight. Couldn't tell if that was a Pokemon or a dolphin or something, but it does look like a dolphin now that she's like. Now that she say it, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Midnight. So it's pretty silly that I can't update the Midnight client while playing the game. Oh well. Storm, what is that? It's called a bunny, but that looks very dog-like to me. A dog bunny. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, I never did my it did. Okay. I was just trying to see if my that's Blitz baby emote ever got approved. There you go. That's Blitz baby. That's that I should use more often when something just random happens in Blitz. Which is a lot. I need to make more emotes. They're a little too small to have all that text, huh? Maybe I should try that again. Oh well. So I should check the auction house
I have an extended supply
for
of
battle
goods
pets.
for Outlanders.
I don't want these. Um, and then mounts. You know, there really aren't that many mounts. There's never a deal on a mount. Mounts seem like pretty, what do you call it? Like a very efficient market. You don't really find underpriced mounts ever. Pets, you do. Pets, sometimes you can get like a rare pet for pretty cheap. But yeah. All right, how many mounts and pets do I have? I'm at Yeah, I'm almost at the next breakpoint for an achievement. I have 1,167 unique pets. We're getting close. And then mounts, I'm pretty far behind. Oh wait, I need 13 more for the next breakpoint. Hmm. But I have no idea like where I'm missing mounts, like where the easiest mounts are to get. Maybe it's these drakes. Collect these drake mounts. Awake the drakes. Did I get the Legion remix ones? Oh yeah, you know what? I have a couple of them. There's still there's a ton of them, but I don't have that much bronze on remix. I barely did remix, so like I got to 80, and then I did the green cloak achievement, but I haven't done that much on Remix. So that is probably I could probably get like 15 more mounts there just alone, just grinding a little bit. You're at 1,000 pets, and you just got 400 mounts the other day. Nice. Yeah, Remix. I think there's a ton at that vendor, right? I probably bought like half of them, so there's still like maybe 15 more mounts I can buy there, but they get progressively more expensive. I think some of the mounts are like 100,000 bronze. That's pretty steep. Store in Simple Armory website has a nice visual list of missing mounts. You just supply your server and character name. Oh yeah, I think you showed me that before. What's it called? Simple Armory? Uh, Simple Armory. Wow. Is it this one? Oh yeah, this is the one. Yep, Stein is a stinky. How do I change my character? Oh, no, no, no. Wait, because this thinks because I changed my server recently. Armory profile. Yeah, that's not it. Hold on. Settings. Actually, I bet the achievements are the same, right? Let's see. Overview. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a ton. Yeah, I think Remix has a ton, but I'll have to figure that out at some point. Um. Oh yeah, missing a bunch here. Legion Remix. Collectible. Here we go. Mounts. Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, I'm missing all the remix mounts. That's a lot. Argus Eternal. How do you get these? Oh, they're drops. I can't. That's ridiculous. I'm not gonna farm bosses. These are what I'm buying. I think I've been buying some of these. I guess I haven't bought any of them, but I've been trying to. For bronze off the vendor? Okay. The new raid is out? Yeah, I haven't done the new raid. I want to get the scythe, but I haven't done it yet. See, this is surprising to me because I played a lot of Dragonflight and I didn't get like any of these. I got like half the mounts. But look at these. I got all these like Audax. I got these from fishing. One of these was like a fishing guy. This guy, Otto. I had to fish a lot to get Otto. Let's see. JB, you can log in daily and clear the raids. You'll have everything in no time. Yeah, but I'm kind of lazy, you know? They're in a vendor. Yeah, I'll get them at some point. But I got queues to, I got things to queue up for. What's this? I got this guy. This guy's cool. The magma shell. You can get him from like you have to dive into like a lava pool. It's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I missed. So you can see all the expansions I totally missed. I basically totally missed Shadowlands, Battle for Azeroth, Warlords Draenor, missed Pandaria. So I missed all those. I played a lot of Cataclysm and I still only got like half the mounts. So I had a different account back in Burning Crusade and Classic, but I used to have all these mounts too. Wait, there's only like 6 mounts in Classic? Wow. Weren't there more mounts in Classic? I'm missing all the Pandaren mounts? Yeah. I've got this one like one of my friends bought for me when I came back to the game. The Yak is the greatest mount of all time. He's taken so much stolen all my gold for repairs. I think I got this from fishing. Yeah, I got this from fishing. I went back and did the fishing stuff like not that long ago. Yeah, I don't know. I'm missing all this other stuff. I don't even have Pandaren mounts. What is this? Can I get these pretty easily if I just like make a panda? Wait, vendor in Orgrimmar? Turtle Master Odai? Let's go find Turtle Master Odai. Wait, I gotta keep up. You buy them with the class trial character. If you're panda, you don't need the rep. Oh, so but I do need a panda. Yeah, I could probably get like there's like 10 of them here. They're all 1 gold, 10 gold. Yeah. Oh man, that's what I'm gonna do. I need a panda, and then I need to go steal this from the vendor. All right, what else can I do? I even have an archaeology mount. I used to do archaeology back in Cataclysm. That was a really miserable profession. I'm glad they phased that out. It was like the only time to do it is when you're stuck in queues for a long time. Okay, we got a game. Nice. Either you're a panda or you have to have you exalted. I might have exalted. Let me see. Classic? No, not classic. Maybe I don't have exalted. Oh well. I don't even have the reputation. All right. This is a, what do we got here? 2900 game. We are Horde. Dang, am I sitting? What rating is this Ret Pally? Do I trust him to sit? Oh, he's pretty high rated. 2500. Do I trust him though? So, Ret Pallies are better at sitting against a rogue than Demolux for sure. But sometimes I'd just rather sit if I think that I might have a better chance. I'll see. Let's see if he volunteers to sit. Because I might be pretty useful in the team fight too. I don't think we have Mortal Strike. Oh wait, we got a hunter. Is this a beastman? No, he's a marksman. Okay. Never trust a ret. Yeah. Yeah, never trust a ret. What I'm not sure is like, is he gonna volunteer or should I just do it? I don't mind sitting. I actually enjoy sitting. I just don't like getting crushed by a sub rogue in a 1v1 because rogues are actually way stronger than demo in duels right now. Yeah, okay. Looks like the ret wants to sit. I think is probably best. But I'm going to keep an eye out on where the rogue is. Because he's probably going to hit. I mean, sub-rogues can't help themselves. They always try and hit. Whoops. What? Sometimes that won't. Oh my gosh. So bad. Kind of murdering them, right? Or does it feel like it's going well, but it's not? Let's see. What's the situation with our base? I wonder if they're going to try and ghost. Oh my gosh, just shot some pet. We are wiping them, but it's not very quick. So we have to really accelerate the rate at which we're wiping them somehow. So you know what's happening? Rogue's trying to do some rogue things. Ah, Druid's trying to do some Druid things too here. Oh man, I'm in trouble. Might just die here. I hope this is a rejuve thing. There's no rejuve thing there. Oh, lay on hands. Yes! This Druid's so sad. Shoot. Okay, nice. Yeah, the rogue took a big risk there, but I kind of understand why he took a big risk. Okay, does the Pally have Trinket? My UI doesn't show it, so I don't know. But he might have Trinket, in which case he's maybe okay. Rogue has to try and retake his base. Actually, what am I doing? Why am I going there? I should be going to the other one that we actually have. Oh, they defended. Okay, shoot. JK, I do have to be here. Alright. Have to keep spinning here. Dang, I died. Not good. So we got a little baited into... So, man, I made a huge mistake running to Waterworks instead of Lighthouse to try and help defend that. I just wasn't using my brain, honestly. But now that kind of sets us way behind in both Waterworks and Lighthouse. But we'll see. Yeah, we're in big, big, fat trouble here. I gotta just go wherever this healer goes. That's not a healer. That's a fake healer. Alright, this is pretty tough. We need to group up though. And then hit. Nice, I got it. I mean, I'll take credit, but it definitely was mostly the mage. But here we go. It's not over. But they have both their healers here, which makes me feel a lot better about it. There's one thing Demo is good at, it's spinning, because I've got a bazillion pets. It's very hard to like stealthily take the base from me. So as long as we don't lose this anytime soon. Fear the DK. Pop this guy in the head. Oh, nice one. Well, paints up, whatever. They've got two healers, so we're not going to kill anybody. But we could spin forever. Wait, we killed that guy. Yeah, we just straight up killed him. Oh, Ret Pally needs help. Maybe they need help more than our Ret Pally needs help, though. It's pretty hard for me to peel out, is the problem. because I'm a demonology and I can't get out of combat. That's like our biggest issue. But I can win this pretty easily. Peel. Hopefully that hunter's peeling now. He should have peeled earlier, to be honest. Nice. Crushed him. Hey, I think we actually did a lot there. That was pretty good. Give ourselves a pat on the back. I think the ret played very well too. He held out for a long time against the rogue. Nicely done. All around. Mage did some crazy ice wall sheepy things. All right. Okay, so let's look into this. So I don't have a panda, and this character doesn't have any reputation. Oh, here, Warband. I don't think I've even discovered any panda reputations. But this is not quite right. Because I have more reputations on my alt. I'm pretty sure, on my main character. Because I've at least visited some of the Pandaria zones. I don't know. Whatever. I'm good. I've got enough mounts. I wonder if like that. Yeah, that game could have gone either way. It was really like a matter of 0.5 seconds difference in spinning or not spinning a flag. Pretty close game. But we had a stronger team fight. Even though the other team had like, I think they had more damage because they had like Boomkin DK. But we won the team fight initially. It was just that like we got kind of messed up when we tried to peel back and help the ret. Too many of us peeled back at the same time. And we tried to take Lighthouse, we were spread too thin. So we almost lost the game just off that. But we were winning the team fight, so like it was our game to lose for sure. But yeah, we made a good comeback. It feels pretty good. Let's see. Reflex. Rated. BGs. Yeah, we're on a pretty good streak here. 1-4. Lost an eye. Actually, I want to kind of check. Battle for Gilneas. Yeah. I've lost a lot of games here. I feel like, and even that one, it didn't feel like super clean. Definitely could have lost that one. I don't know. I've had a pretty rough record on Battle for Gilneas lately. How am I 5-1 on Temple of Katmogu? I'm terrible at that map. Twin Peaks, also terrible at that map. I have a winning record. Huh. How about Deep Hall Ravine? This one I feel like I think I have a really good record on Deep Hall Ravine on my main character. Deepwind Gorge, about even. AB, crushing it. Eye of the Storm, even. Silver Shard. Silver Shard I think might be my worst map. I haven't figured out how to play it. I am positive that I'm supposed to just play Lava as a demo lock, because I mostly play demo on this character, and I cannot influence that fight enough somehow. I gotta figure that out someday. But yeah, some of these other maps have pretty crazy win rates on. Interesting. Bard, Silver Shard's probably your best? That's interesting, because like I don't know why I can't win silver shards very much. I wish I could see my main stats right now, but I can't while I want to be in queue. So, but I'm pretty sure I have a negative win rate on silver shard and Katmogu, and I think Twin Peaks too. Twin Peaks is pretty rough on demolocks. Not as bad as Affliction and Destro. Actually, probably a good map for Destro, but um, yeah, it's a little iffy for us demolocks. Can't get out of combat, have to run around a lot. Pretty rough. Also, let me know if at any time my stream is lagging because I'm still trying to figure out my internet setup. Trying to make sure it's like pretty reliable. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. To be fair, you only play Destro and Af. Oh, okay, yeah. Destro and Af are really good at Silver Shard because it's a really compact team fight and you can do a ton of damage to everybody. Yeah. Those are definitely very good in that situation. Demo is like not bad in team fights, but you benefit from being a little bit more spread out. Yeah, actually demo benefits a lot from having a little bit of space to maneuver, and I think that's why it's probably Silver Shard is the most cramped team fight in the game. Yeah, you're like stuck in one little spot. You're trying to stay in the cart. It's really hard to get your casts off, and the cart's moving constantly, so it's very hard to like keep up with the cart while casting and stuff. So it's pretty tough. All right, let's check that website. Oh, I was about to check the website, but you know what? The queues are popping. We're doing well here. Look at this. I look pretty smart here. Got some glasses, tuxedo shirt. All right. Eye of the Storm. Let's see. This is a 30-70 game. Pretty high now. Um, they have an outlaw rogue. That's extremely annoying. I think I'm sitting here. I guess the ret could sit. So the reason why outlaw is so annoying is like timing wise, it's really down to the wire. They can interrupt your initial base cap if nobody slows them down. But I wonder if I should sit. I can beat an outlaw, but ret, I don't know. Accidentally just disconnected my microphone. I'm back. Um, I don't know if ret is better in the team fight than I am though. I might be better in the team fight. This ret sat pretty well last game. All right, let's do it. I think the ret's gonna sit. See what this rogue is up to. Yeah, he's gonna try and stop the cap. So the mage probably has to try and stop the rogue from stopping the cap. which I think he can if he's quick enough, but it's pretty tough. Timing-wise, it's very tough. Who's that? Mage? Yeah, they're going all in on it. Nice, we got it. I gotta slow down the affliction. I think this might be Dean. Not sure. Dean runs a ton of mastery and haste. Very, very scary if you let him precast. But we hear about the healers. I think I messed up my audio. My game is now super loud and it's like overwhelming my senses. It's like I feel like overwhelmed. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty silly. That was very silly of me. Alright, let me check with my audio settings. It's super loud. Okay. I think I'm good. That's not good. I'm basically wiping up in mid. But we were winning the team fight. And if we don't lose the fight yet, then we come back stronger than ever. No. He got the flag? I thought I spun it. Shoot. I guess I didn't hit him. I think I need to go back and sit. So I'm telling them to go. That I need to sit because we need what we need is the DK to go grip. Interesting. I killed myself burning rushing back to the base. So this guy caught onto that. And this guy is also trying to slow down our DK from gripping. So eat the mage food. This is going to be a pretty tough game to force the cap on. He's going to stand super far from the grip spot. And oh, I see. One of our oh, okay. I was like, why are we losing so badly? One of our healers DC'd. Oh, okay. That's why. That's annoying. There's not much you can do about that though. reset the flag. Is he gonna get across? I don't know. Okay, he reset the flag. That's pretty big. Ret sits. I give it back to mid ASAP. I just need to buy time for both of our healers to get here, because they have 2 healers, we have only 1 here right now. Not good. Dang it. As soon as I ported, I knew that that mage was going to come for me. That's pretty funny. I I shouldn't have ported. I should have gated out of there. I think I need to sit because the red had to go spin. I don't see the rogues. I do have to sit. He ghosted. Wait. Oh, this guy's. I see. Wait. Where'd he go? He stealthed. And the thing about Outlaw is that they're so fast. I really can't like afford to leave for very long because they can get here so fast. I don't even think we can cap in time. I think this is gonna be a draw. Yeah, draw. Oh man, close game. It was actually very like if it's actually a very good and fun game, and everyone played really well. I think it just stank because like we were winning the team fight in mid, but then like all of a sudden we started losing it, and it was just because one of our healers got DC'd for like 2 minutes. It's a long time. Oh well. I think the question is, could I have ghosted there to try and help get the flag right at the end? But like, I don't think I could have because an outlaw rogue can vanish and then use the grappling hook to get over to our base mega fast. So I don't think I could have actually afforded to leave the base like that because they were ghosting constantly on their end. But that was like just because they have an outlaw rogue who can get right back to the base super fast. Oh well. It was a good game though. Very close. I think the red has kind of defended now 2 games in a row. He's pretty good at defending. He's good at like ghosting when he needs to ghost, rotating, defending. Not bad. The DK also did a good job covering. Actually, our healer, like the Pres Evoker, did a really good job carrying hard because he was solo healing that for a long time. Tough game. So I wonder what the midnight expansion is like. So is the main town gonna be? Is it gonna be the Blood Elf city? What's it called? What's that city called? The one in no, not there. Over here. Silver Moon City. Wait, where is it? Ghostlands. No, I don't know. Eversong. It's been a while. I think it's this one. I think it's Silver Moon City. I haven't even explored it. It'll be fun. I'm pretty ready for the next expansion. I think War Within has been a better expansion than people are giving it credit for. It has felt a little bit of a weird expansion because it was very similar in feel to Dragonflight. Like they didn't do any big overhaul. The hero talents are nice. They had a little bit of flavor, but overall the talents have felt very similar to how Dragonflight felt. But at least from a PvP perspective, I think War Within was really good because of Blitz. Yeah, I think between solo shuffle and Blitz, WoW retail is like extremely good for PvPers. For PvP, I should clarify. For PvPers who don't have friends, it like us, I think WoW retail is like in the best. Retail WoW is in like the best position it's been ever, basically. Pretty great. I was hoping we'd get solo queue M plus for midnight, because then we'd really have a game that very well addresses the loneliness epidemic that is like plaguing the world these days. Perfect for solo play. uh, oh well, maybe next expansion.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
That guy sells a rock. How does this guy afford rent? How can this guy afford the rent in Dornigal by selling rock? A single rock. That's the only thing he sells. What do you think the rent is for a place like this?
My directive has
Monthly
been
rent.
fulfilled.
It can't be more than a few gold then.
I have an extended.
Then again, his margins are pretty good.
My directive
He
is to serve
you know, basically all profit. Every single rock sale is just pure profit. Smordot, Smelly, but stop playing Lock because it's almost impossible against all melee lobbies. It's challenging. Let's just call it challenging. It feels pretty impossible sometimes, and like it's hard to you can't aim for like 6 wins in some lobbies. It's just not going to happen. But if you do win, if you do like come out of a lobby, all melee lobby with like several wins, that means you outplayed them super hard. You know, you're just playing a tougher game, but it's pretty fun too. Storm's a pet rock. Thought I liked pets. Yeah, but this guy's a fake pet rock. He just took that rock from like this little garden over here, and he's trying to sell it for 8 gold.
my thanks for you.
You're 2100 XP, so it's harder. Yeah, but you'll only get better, and it's one of those skills where you just slowly get better over time, and you barely even realize it. You'll just at some point realize that you're winning more melee lobbies, because there's all these like little hidden skills with like slightly better positioning, slightly better port usage, slightly better defensives, things like that, that will add up to make a huge difference. And the thing about melee is it's almost harder for someone to play a melee class at an extremely high level. So it's easier. How should I put this? It's easy to pick up a melee and start playing at a pretty high rating and just drop in and start killing people. But to kind of like separate yourself from the pack as a melee is a lot harder than as a caster. Because as caster, once you kind of like get that baseline practice and you kind of start moving up a little more, you can really start to like crush people. I don't know. I think that's how it feels to me. Furin, lies? I'm so quiet today. Am I? You mean like audio-wise, or what do you mean? Oh, I mean, was my mic too far? Is this better? I can't tell. I think it's like the usual setting, but I did accidentally disconnect my headset earlier. Because I use my headset for... Is this better, or is this still too quiet? Let me see. Barely? Let me see. I can just turn it up that way. Is that better? Oh, for you it's normal? I wonder if it's on your end, Fjern. Because like at least like on the audio, I don't even know what you call it. Oh, it's audio mixer. I'm in the yellow. A little better? Yeah, it should be a lot louder right now. I think. But whatever. You don't need to hear me. You just need to see me pressing buttons. I probably should have restarted my computer before I started streaming. I should do that every time because I think sometimes some settings get messed up or whatever. You turned it up on your end? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure to be honest. I run into a lot of technical difficulties because I have no idea what I'm doing. I downloaded some software, followed some random guides here and there, and hopefully it wasn't out of date. More or less works, but sometimes I lag out and things go broken or whatever. Is what it is. Let's see, Mr. Kyle, in double melee 3v3, are you fearing the other melee more or the healer? So when I'm facing, I would say that I fear healers more than I fear the melee. However, I will spam fear when I feel like there's a little bit of danger. Like we need to like peel. I'll just spam fear. The DPSers, try and catch up a little bit. But usually I'm trying to do damage to both the DPSers, and then kind of like sometimes rotate to the healer if I need to. But trying to get a kill on one of the damage dealers while CCing the healer usually is kind of the recipe. But it depends, you know, there's a lot of different matchups, a lot of different like strategies. Let's see, this is a 2 melee, 2 caster lobby. What kind of priest is this? Disc priest? Ugh. I'm playing demo. Why am I getting so many disc priests today? That's super annoying, but that's okay. So I'll play, I think I'll play a Diabolist here. We're going to AoE fear him. It's going to be great. All right, we'll do this. But yeah, here, you know, I'm going to probably go on the Ret and the Rogue. It's pretty hard to kill an Outlaw Rogue, but it's even harder to kill a Holy Priest. Honestly, nobody on their team is very easy to kill. So this could be a nice long game, but we're looking for opportunities usually on the Ret or the Rogue. Can sometimes catch a Priest off guard, but usually pretty tough. AoE Fearing. Fell Lord right away. Get kicked. Get kicked again. Nope. Got my Tyrant out. So right now, it might feel like things are bad. Like you might get the impression that this doesn't feel good. Getting kicked constantly, getting CC'd, stunned, whatever. But I actually have them right where I want them. Here's what's actually happening in the game. What's actually happening is my Shadow Priest is ramping up, doing lots of damage. I'm gonna start getting some stuns and some CC out. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have gotten kicked there. That was a mistake. Stun that guy, fear. Okay, I don't have him right where I want him, it turns out. But things are getting better here. Surely. Because my Shadow Priest just needs to do more damage because he's free to cast. So it'll get better in a second here. You're the healer. Didn't get it, but that's okay. We have a ton of fears on our team. Whoa, what the? What was that damage? Alright, we definitely don't have them where we want them. This could not be going worse. But I still believe that it's a very aggressive trinket because it is time to end this game. There we go, bubble. That's what we wanted. Bake the kick. Blast this guy in the face. Fear the healer, or I mean stun the healer, fear the healer. Didn't get the stun, but that's okay. Still feel pretty good about my stealth and my life choices. Dang it. So this was a very winnable game. I would have to watch the replay to understand why the priest did so little damage. I think that was a very winnable game. I mean, they have a lot of CC, so they were probably doing a lot to interrupt him, but like, not a single interrupt was being used on the priest. So he should be pumping. And that's usually the way you want to play. So when you're playing against a lot of melee and they're just crushing you in terms of like, I can't do what I want to do, the key is you're trying to buy time for your teammates to do more. But sometimes they can't for whatever reason. It's challenging, but still very winnable. Get the precog. Drop a Fellord. Drop. And a Tyrant. AoE Fearing. Goal is to get through the Ret's cooldowns a little faster this time, which we should. I gotta figure out how to enable this the Shadow Priest though. He's doing no damage again. Fake the kick. Another Tyrant. AoE stunning. Interrupt the whatever that was. Repentance. Fear him. A pretty nice grip. Fake the kicks. pretty nice. I can trinket now because he already smoke bombed. Lord here. AoE Fearing. Got Bubble. Wall. AoE Fearing. Nice. Got the... This is actually pretty good setup here. Stun the healer. Fear the healer. Oh, nice. We got the massive spell. Fake the kick. AoE stunning. Fear. Triple fear. No, single fear. 2 fears. Still not bad. Oh my gosh. This is impossible. A free casting Shadow Priest has got to do more damage than that. That's so sad. Oh well, it happens though. I think I played that okay, and that's kind of the idea. I think generally if you're in that situation, you don't really want to be kiting around too much. You want to be dishing out the damage, putting them on the defensive. I don't know what happened there. Because I know for a fact the Rogue and Rhett were both kicking only me. I got a ton of precogs too, so I should have won that. I don't think we go on the Shadow Breeze. I think we let him... I'm going to go to Rhett. Because I don't think the Shadow Priest does enough damage. We go Shadow Priest only when we can't get on the Rhett, I think. I'm going to trinket that. Yeah, I'm just going to go Rhett. I kind of don't like this strategy, but here we are. Yeah, I just want to go with this guy. Shadow Priest doesn't do any damage. We'll get him eventually. Nice. Finally got a blind on the priest. Hopefully the Rogue just sits on the Pally. I think the answer is Pally for sure. Uh-oh. Don't die. Not after doing all that work. All right, we got it. Nice. Okay.
Our bargain is upheld.
I think the Shadow Priest is good at playing defensively. So I wonder if I could have played a little bit differently around the Shadow Priest's playstyle. Because he's like lower damage, but higher on the like healing and stuff, I think, or like whatever utility. Maybe like that's the sort of situation where maybe I need to kite more and try and get them to go on the Shadow Priest more when he was on my team. But now that I'm against him, I think I basically just ignore him and tunnel with his teammate because and we just play a PvE game, just try and out damage basically. And then we just go on the Shadow Priest whenever the ret starts running away. Be that guy. You're the healer. Oh, I dodged the steering glare. I feel very proud of that. Little PvE sidestep action. Alright, we got the bubble. I guess I wall here. You're that guy? You're the priest? One of them, anyway. Oh, I got interrupted on my fear. Interrupt the healer. We might be able to kill this guy. Because when the other guy runs, you just keep going for the other guy. Line him up, full charge. Guy doesn't have a disperse, so we can go on him. All right. Feels pretty methodical. You know, the Shadow Priest is doing a lot more damage. I wonder if he was wearing PvE gear when he was on my team. I've done that before, where I've like been in a game and just like didn't notice and I did no damage. That happens. Okay. Now we got 2 games against the Rogue. The Rogue has been kind of dominating so far. He's like got a good control, good target selection. Mr. Kyle P, when would you use Implosion? So currently in retail WoW, never. I mean, only in PvE. You will never use it in PvP. You can unbind it from your keybinds. However, I think it's getting a number of buffs in Midnight, so the next expansion, so it might actually be worth it. We'll have to see. So everything here is hard to kill. I'll probably Shadow Priest dispersed. I think we go Shadow Priest a little bit more here. Ah man, he faded my Infernal Bolt. I mistimed that a little bit. I also mistimed my port. Still got hit by the full whatever you call that, orb. Fear the rogue. Oh, he trinketed. Good to know. Trinket that. Oh, this is not good. They're going through our cooldowns pretty quick. Oh shoot, I missed my fear on him. Hellstone. Bellord here because he's going to smoke bomb. I knew it. Alright. Fear him here. Can't get it. He cloaked though. We now have an opportunity to kill the rogue. Interrupt the healer. Alright, keep them on the defensive. We don't want to let them reset. Port. Doesn't matter what we're hitting as long as we're hitting something. Got him. Alright, nice. I think the big call is like making, so I didn't have wall and I didn't have trinket, so my only way to survive that smoke bomb is Fel Lord. So I managed to get the Fel Lord right before the bomb. Saved me. Okay. This round, I think the same thing. I think I gotta be a little smarter about saving my trinket or wall. It's just that we fell a little behind early, so I felt like I needed to use those, but that was probably a mistake. Much safer to keep your trinket for the bomb. Is that an early cloak? It's a super early cloak. Fake the kick. Bellord here. Chain stun, port. Oh my gosh. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one because they have a... What do they have? Fear the healer, maybe? Did I get it? I did get it. Kill the Psy Fiend. There's a lot of pressure. He might die. No. They have 2 swaps. Of course he's not going to die. I think I saved my trinket though. I often would trinket in that situation. That was a tough call because we're on the offense. Want to keep the pressure high. Hey, we fear. No. Fearing. The Bull Rush Fear. Classic. Torn move. Shadow Fear the healer. Fear the healer. Dang. Is that a defensive bomb? Crazy. They're like completely just CCing me now. It's kind of an interesting swap. I think the Rogue's Cloak is probably back up at this point, I'm guessing. So I think we stay on the, well, so this is the classic target selection, which is like you go nearest. Whoever's closer, you go on them. Oh, they're equidistant from us. I don't know who to go on now. Interrupt the healer. Wait, what? That didn't go off. That was not an interrupt. Yeah, there's a cloak again. Oh, I think we just blew him up. All right. All right, nice. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Dang. So I think the trick is like, how could I have won with the Shadow Priest? I think we could have won. I probably just need to play a little differently because I mean, he was bringing the damage, absolutely bringing a ton of damage some of those rounds. So I was doing something where I wasn't enabling him properly in the rounds where he was on my team because there was something I could have done to help him out, I'm sure. And it might have been positioning. I might have been too close to him or something, made it too easy for the Rogue or Ret to shut him down. Because he could do a ton of damage for sure. But that's the sort of thing that you want to figure out. That's how you improve. There were 2 games that I definitely could have. I think positioning on my end was bad, so it made it easy for. I should have been able to get that Shadow Priest to do more damage on my rounds. See, Zazbot, he did a lot of damage against you because of pad on your pets. I guess that's possible. Still a lot of damage though. 66%. Like 75% of his I guess 25% of his damage is pad. I guess you're right, but it's still high. He was still #1 DPS, which is good. That's competitive damage. It was like the first couple rounds he was doing too little damage for not getting kicked. But I think it was because I was probably too close to him, and he was probably getting like stunned repeatedly or whatever, you know? Oh well. DTK is, you don't know how Outlaw Rogues win when they do 0 damage? They have no damage, but they have decent burst. And they're very hard to kill. So they're extremely tanky. And they have a bazillion stuns, and they can reset a lot. They can just get away. I think it's really hard to play Outlaw well, because you have to play the full map. You get like positioning is hard. I've never played it, but I hear that rotation is pretty hard. You know, but the ceiling is very high, which is why you see it in AWC level, because it's really hard to kill. You can still set up kills as a rogue. And the burst is respectable. It's not as high as like sub or whatever, but it's still very good. Rotations RNG. Yeah, I think what makes the rotation hard is like you have to, like, what you press changes a lot based on whatever procs you get or something like that. I don't know. That's roughly what I understand. I've never played it. Which requires you to pay a lot more attention to your procs than you have to for most other classes. Let's see, Mr. Kyle P. Is Drain Life worth having on the action bar? You know, I cast it maybe 1 out of every 500 games. Drain Life is you really don't need it either on your action bar. I mean, you might cast it occasionally if you're like desperate to try and stay alive and there's no incoming damage, but it's mostly bad for all 3 specs. So yeah, but again, I think it's something that's going to be better in Midnight. So Midnight, we're gonna have to test Implosion, and we're going to have to test Drain Life in PvP. They might be okay. We'll see. Storn, how is your cloak proc looking now? Oh, cloak proc looking now that I'm playing with the boots? You know, let's take a look. Let's look at overall data. Oh, third in damage, no good. Oh wait, you know what? This is my alt. So it's still at 1.2%. I do think it's procking a little bit. So I think it is working 50% more in PvP, which means that in on my main, I'm probably procking at about a 1 point. This would probably be like a 1.8% of my damage instead of 1.2%, something like that, you know? So it's not bad. If it were not itemized well, because like the PvE boots are haste mastery, which is pretty good. If they were itemized with like crit or something, they probably would not be worth using. But they're awesome. You know how it is. I got to use PvE gear, at least some of it. Make the, you know, they're. I'm one of the few people who do a lot of PvE and PvP. So I got to flex that, you know, even if it's not optimal. DTK Stinky, do I have any? Oh, hey Pack, how are you doing? Happy Monday. Yeah, we got some Monday stream going here. I'm feeling pretty rested. I slept in a little. Pinky was very so the kids are home all week because school is off for Thanksgiving week. I still have work, so I still had to do like a bit of work, but it's definitely slower today. Um, so I got to sleep in a bit. It's nice. Let's see. DTKs. Stinky, do you have any tips versus Marksman Hunter? That spec seems so ridiculous. Marksman is a truly ridiculous spec. It truly is. It's insane. Like you sometimes you just get blown up. It's so crazy. So there is very little you can do to predict and counterplay when you're going to get blown up. But sooner or later they hit you for like 10, 15 million. Something crazy. Not with one spell, but with like two instant casts or something. You know, it's like they can kill you from almost like from a pretty healthy state to zero. However, uh, in terms of just like overall pressure, you can actually do quite a bit of pressure against them too. Um, but they're definitely they're strong right now than Warlocks are in general. But you know, we can go toe to toe with them. We just try and you stun them, you blast them. Uh, you have more repeatable CC like fear, so you can kind of abuse that a little bit against them. But yeah, it's a tough matchup. They I'd say like I do okay against them, but they're one of the harder classes to face if they're really good because like they can spend a lot of time either out of range of you or out of line of sight of you and still do they don't lose any damage for doing that, which is pretty unusual for classes. It's insane. Yeah, they're pretty strong. They're pretty strong, but everything can die. I couldn't tell you how I do it, but you know, we just try and kill everything. It doesn't matter. Don't. There's very few stuff that I like really fear. Right now, I fear Void Weaver priests as a demo lock. I fear a really good arcane or fire mage. I think they're actually scarier than marksmen because at least as from a warlock's perspective, they can really blow you up and they have way more control than you. And I don't like demon hunters. Those guys are hacks. But other than that, I feel like you know we can kind of stand our own against everything else right now. I think Warlock's in a pretty good spot. Stony Montana. Tips for marksman as a marksman main. Just wait until next patch. They're going to be weaker. Yeah. Midnight, you know, we're going to see a lot of crazy stuff in Midnight. It's pretty rare that they get all the balancing exactly right from the start. So usually they have to do pretty aggressive balancing patches like every single week for the first few weeks of every expansion because some things are just going to be totally out of line. And what you want to be is you want to be playing a class that happens to get the last round of buffs because those buffs they kind of stick throughout the entire expansion. And what you don't want to be is you don't want to be the class that gets the last round of nerfs, because the rest of the expansion, even like seasons later, it can be kind of rough. That's how Affliction was. Was mega OP heading into the War Within. First week got nerfed into the dirt. Since then, it's been fine, but it's never been anywhere close to its former glory. but Warlocks in general are in a good spot. I mean, Demo, can't complain about Demo and Destro at all. And Affliction is like, it's actually perfectly fine, especially in Blitz. It's a really good class in Blitz. So yeah, right now there are a lot of spells where they're trying to remove them. So they're removing like corruption, for example, because corruption surprisingly is useful in PvP if you play Blitz, because it's your only instant cast ranged spell that will spin. Like it's instant damage application. All your other ranged instant casts, like Demon Bolt procs and stuff, they have like travel time or something. Axe Toss has travel time. So those are a lot slower in Blitz to try and spin a flag. So you actually need corruption. So we're gonna get a little bit of a nerf in Midnight because we're losing corruption. However, it'll be a buff for a lot of people because I see a lot of lower rated or newer warlocks using corruption because they think it's part of your rotation, and it's absolutely not part of your actual damage rotation. It's like a total bait. So we're losing that. But you know, Midnight will be fun. They're mixing things up, getting rid of a lot of keybinds. If you don't want to play whatever you're playing until it'll get nerfed. Everything gets nerfed. I think the key is to play multiple specs of a class, because then you'll always have something that works well. Like, it's never the case that an entire class is dead in the water. That never happens, I'm pretty sure. There's always something. Also, if you play both Blitz and Shuffle, you definitely can play whatever you want anytime. No problem. Even if you're kind of undertuned. Queues are, they might be slowing down. What's going on here? Wait, has that guy been... There's like this hunter has been trying to find somebody to craft his chain belt for a while. I'm just scrolling up. Last couple lobbies. Still looking for a crafter. Poor guy. I'm hoping I get one more solid Blitz game here, and then I might switch to my main account, or main character. Because I kind of want to check out, because like, yeah, the solo shuffle queues are probably not happening at this point. No estimated wait, but we'll stay in queue. Not super high. There are like, I think up to almost 3K rating in solo shuffle. Should be somebody queuing. Let's see. Okay, but what I could work on is some mastery gear. I don't think I have any on this account.
I have calibrated my prices.
Wait, do I not have the proc trinket on this character? I don't have the proc trinket, do I? Trinket. Yeah, I should get the proc trinket. Yeah. This is better for demo. The badge is better for or for Hellcaller, but for demo, I think this is a better trinket. Let's call this PvP demo. This guy looks like a demonology thingy. And then make it demonology. All right. Zazbot, how many hours would you have to put in for that mount with 0 delves done this season? This mount. So if you're good and you're not like starting from scratch in terms of gear, like if you at least have PvP gear or something, then you would have to do a minimum of 11 delves because you have to do tier 0, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and you can only unlock the next tier after you complete a tier. So you have to do 11 delves to 10 or 11. I don't remember if it starts at 0 or 1 actually, but whatever. You're going to have to do a bunch of delves to unlock the top difficulty, and then you will get access to Kaibesa, and then it's just on you in terms of like, can you kill her or not? And she's pretty tough. Not gonna lie. It took me like 50 attempts, something like that, 50 or 60 attempts. Part of it was I also had to figure out how to like change my graphics settings so I could see some of the mechanics, because some of the mechanics are pretty hard to see on base settings. You need to turn up your brightness all the way. You need to like turn on outline mode. It's insane. And you need to hide like all your UI so you can see shadow clones really well. It's a pretty tough fight, but it's also very fun. I do recommend trying it out. But yeah, you would have to work your way up to the top difficulty of delves, which may or may not be hard or easy depending on your experience in PvE. But it's not an easy mount to get, because like the past end bosses for delves, somewhere around 10% of accounts got them at some point. Only 2% of accounts have gotten this delve mount, wherever it is. This guy, it just takes a lot of it's pretty hard. You need pretty good reaction speed, and you need to like not mess up for like a solid 5 to 10 minutes straight, depending on how geared you are. I did it the first week and I was not geared. It was like a 10-minute fight. Could not make a single mistake. All right, let's switch to Soul Harvester here. I don't know. I hate this map. This map is so poop. Let's get Shadow Rift here. Oh wait, I think I'm on this side. Okay. But it's fun. It's a fun fight. I think the achievement is named after some Dark Souls content creator or something like that. It's got that kind of vibe. It's like you wipe over and over again, try and like master this very hard mechanic fight, and it's very satisfying when you actually get the kill. All right, we're just team fighting here, nothing fancy. Got a wall. Try and hit the warrior a little. Bull rush him. Oh, got kicked. Interrupt that clone, or whatever it was, I don't even know. Starting to get interrupted by everybody, no fun. Whoa, what the? That's unexpected. Getting the instant res. I think that's like a bug. Did we lose the card at the end? I think we did. They let me die. I was just about to Shadow Rift too. So sad. Okay. Oh, we're getting wrecked. Crushed. Oh no, we took the cart. Ah, alright, good job, team. Epic flow, 30-minute solo shuffle queues? Yeah. Honestly, the key to enjoying PvP these days in solo queue is you gotta queue for both Blitz and Shuffle at the same time. It's kind of the only way. Otherwise, you're sitting there, you're waiting forever. It stinks. Dang, I tried to fake that kick. Healthstone, still just slowly dying here. I don't know. What? Just slow and gradual death. Bard, this is one of your most played Spotify songs? What is this? I don't even know what it is. Fractals? No. Where does it say what the song is? Fractals, keep Shelly in Athens. It's pretty good. Basically, I'm just listening to a bunch of indie stuff lately. Dang, we just got absolutely butt kicked. I'm not gonna get there in time either. Dang. Not good. I think that marksman has like two tapped me a few times now. If you're have a plan of the class you're gonna be, yeah, you need a plan too. Otherwise you can get stuck in limbo. Our poor Furin. All right. We were winning by like 3 cards, and now it's an even game. 3-3 basically. Oh, nice, crushed him. I think this guy was trying to drink up or something. We don't even have to kill these guys. We just want to keep their healers busy so they can't go help the rest of the map. And we win lava. Wait, their team is like res pretty fast. Shoot. Uh-oh. About to die. Uh-oh. Not good. Just want to be the person that people go, oh no, not a... That's kind of true for every class though. Every class has like, can do that. Man, we are getting crushed every single part of the map. I'm just here for now until our healers kind of get their... Oh, that guy fell through the earth. That'll help. Oh, but he just died. He didn't like get stuck in purgatory. Lucky guy. Oh no. I don't know. Don't know what's going on with our team fight. Team fight's getting pooped on. It is always funny when you see somebody fall through the earth, though. I feel like your team says that. Yeah, I don't think we're playing lava anymore. I think our team is like thoroughly given up on lava. We got to win some lavas, I think, to win this game though, because we're pretty far behind. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta take all the bases. Can I get out of here? I'm stuck in combat forever. The answer is no, I cannot get out of here. Oh my gosh, miserable. What? How am I dying? Constantly? To nothing. Oh well, whatever. Mr. Kyle P, what's your favorite DPS class to play threes with? I mean, I only play Warlock. Oh, you mean like to play with on my team? Ah. So I tend to prefer the playstyle of caster cleaves. So I like playing with other casters. Can we make this happen? No. I got too far ahead of my healers, I guess. I don't know. I'm just dying so fast. I should have. I was trying to get set up so I could Shadow Rift over there, but you know, it doesn't really help when you die in 0.1 seconds there. So we got to take back mid. Yeah. So I mean, like just like the other day, I was playing with OCD Gaming. He's like a evoker, dev evoker. That actually was pretty fun. It feels pretty strong. But you can play with like Shadow Priest, Ellie, Boomkin, anybody who could do a ton of damage. And you can play either Destro or Demo. Pretty fun. Oh my gosh. I don't trinket or anything. Oh no. Oh well. Yeah, I cannot win. I cannot win this map. It's crazy. I think I've won like all my other games. One draw. This one? Crushed. But yeah, so I enjoy playing any sort of caster cleave. I think Affliction Assassination Rogue is also very strong and very fun. But yeah, I haven't played as much of that as caster cleaves. Maybe I can switch over to my main, but you know, this guy is still only like I think I can get his rating up a little higher. His MMR is much higher than his current rating, so I guess we'll push a little further. Yeah, I'm like I used to listen to a ton of indie back in the day. Kind of stopped listening to it, more like electronic stuff, and now back on the indie. It's good. Bard, would you rather have a Boomy over an Unholy DK? You mean playing as a Warlock with a DPSer on threes? I've never really played with a good DK. I can't really think. Maybe I have pugged it a couple games here or there, but never really played much. I've played with a good Boomkin, and it's really strong for sure, both as Destro and Demo. If the Boomkin can pump damage, then it's better with a Demo. If they're like pretty good at damage, then play Destro, and then that's like a double threat team, and like it's very hard for the enemy team to shut down both the Boomkin and the Destro. But yeah, it's pretty good comp. DK, I think it probably is good, but I don't think I've played with a DK ever really. It's probably good with both Demo and Destro, and maybe even Af. I don't know. I don't play a lot of threes, so I mostly do shuffle and blitz. So my experience in that category is like definitely less. All right, we got a shuffle. Is it going to be another disc piece lobby or something else? Something else. Nice. Okay. Afflock, Resto Shaman, Ret Pally, Survival. So another 2 melee, 2 casters lobby. I'm trying to think. I think this kind of lobby is pretty decent for me. And the Survival Hunter too. Both are pretty strong here. All right, let's go Fell Lord. But it's anybody's lobby. What rating is this? 27? 27 and change. I'm probably going to go... I'm going to go Soul Harvester here. I think Soul Harvester and Diabolus are both good here. I've been playing a lot of Soul Harvester. I probably should play more Diabolus in Solo Shuffle too. I think it's better by a little bit, but Soul Harvester is pretty good when you have to like try and chase down people more. Interrupt the Searing Glare, try and blow him up. Not gonna work. Oh, whoops. Demon bolted the trapped healer. Oops. So when you get Searing Glare, you just start casting. Don't matter. Hitting whoever's closest. Force them to try and close the gap here. Interrupt the healer. Oh, I think we got him. Nice. Yeah, nice interrupt on the healer, and I think it kind of took the rep by surprise. I wonder if I should play a Diabolist. Yeah, I'm going to switch to Diabolist here. You get a little more value out of it against a Mistweaver than a Resto Shaman because Tremor Totem. There's no Tremor Totem. Burst is a little higher, but consistency of damage and pressure from Soul Harvester is much stronger. So let's see how this goes. Fake the kick. How come my fear didn't hit the red pally there? He was definitely in range, right? Switch to this guy for a second here. Oh, interrupted, nice. Here. Blast this guy, stun him. Can I fear out of the trap? Nice, got it. Just lay on hands. Fear. Done. Port. Fear the pally. Alright, hit the fear the pally, or the healer, trinket that, keep the pressure up, hit whatever's closest, AoE fear, get kicked in shadow so I can cast other things. Ah, dang. I think we still had some cooldowns. That's unfortunate. But they played pretty well there. Let me see the damage breakdown. Gloomhound, is that high? 10%? Is it always that high? A lot higher than I expected. I thought it's usually around like 5%. Wait, what am I doing? I should be on this guy, right? Yeah, for sure. No, no way, no way. I don't think I, what happened there? I don't know. Let me switch to Soul Harvester. Maybe I just have more mojo as a Soul Harvester lock. What do you think? That was crazy. I didn't AoE fear because I was trying to get too many casts off before AoE fearing. I should just AoE fear, like ported back AoE fear right away. But I didn't think he was in that much trouble. No way. Seems impossible. Done the healer, fear the healer out of that. I think it's a pretty big cooldown. Not bad. Coil. Did we get him? Nice. I didn't think we'd kill him with that coil, but got pretty lucky. Okay. Let's see if we can win this one against the. Oh, I see. So the rest of the shaman has no wins yet. Interesting. I don't know if the Affliction Lock or the Survival Hunter is easier to kill here. I think it's going to be positioning based, so I'll probably just pressure them both. Yeah, I think this, if we can get some CC on the Shaman, he'll fall behind. Drop a Fell Lord on him. Gets stunned 1,000 times. Coil this guy. Portal here. Oh, I overlapped with the sleep. Shoot. So I'm hitting this guy because he's more available. Here, the whatever you call it, the seducer. What? Succubus. The succubus. Feared the succubus because it was going to CC our healer. Fear the healer. Reef your healer. Oh, he's full repentance. I'm gonna fear him out of the repentance. Dang, it's not dead. Oh no. Okay, there's bubble. Oh man, that was a close one. That was almost too slow. Fear the lock because he's kind of far. Where's the shaman? Is he drinking? Now it's not that time to be drinking, I don't think. Bellord on their faces. Got him. Alright. This is the most critical game in the lobby. We gotta notch a win for the shaman. Poor guy has gotten kind of CC'd to death. But we're gonna help him out. We're gonna do this. You know what I'm gonna do? Gonna grab Banish. Do I even have it on my bars? I don't. Just stick it there. Oh, is that the right place? No, there. Okay. Banish it. Stun him. Bellord on him. Fear this guy. Coil. So we can't get like chain CC. Where's the pet? I lost track of it. Stun the healer. I'm gonna trinket that, whatever. Banish the pet. Hit this guy hard. Fear this guy. Shoot. Couldn't follow up. Dang it. Getting absolutely CC'd here. You're the healer. Oh my gosh, so much CC. You're the lock. Oh no, can't. You're this guy. Banish the pet. Ah, CC. Coil. Stun. AoE stun. Helps health stun to help out a little bit. Reflect the fear, not bad. Banish the pet. Nice, we got the wall. Coil him. Wall. A lot of pressure. Banish the pet again. Damn it, I can't reach this guy. There, I have to do some charges. Oh no, did I lose? Gotta get in the spirit link. Oh my gosh. Got him. I almost lost the game straight up when I bull rushed in. Our healer had to get super out of position to spirit link me. But you know what? We clutched it. We did it. We won a game for our poor Resto Shaman. I think the banishes helped a lot. They kind of bought a few more seconds of uptime for the Shaman. So we were having like positioning wise when we were in the middle, that was actually pretty important in terms of getting more just kind of consistent pressure out. I think that helped a lot. I don't often remember to switch to banish, but it's not that great against fell hunters. I don't think it's like super helpful against fell hunters, but it can really screw with people who play with the seduction guy, the succubus, because succubus is like pretty finicky to begin with. So if you kind of mess up their timing on seduce, it can really be annoying for somebody running a succubus. But succubus is kind of like a high risk, high reward pet in the first place. It's very hard to make it work consistently. It requires a lot more micro pet control. Like you've got to be sending your succubus into the right places so it can be seducing around a corner and stuff. It's pretty annoying, but highly effective if your enemy team doesn't do anything about it. Oh, thank you, Philippos Michael. Yeah, thank you. I really need a wireless microphone because I keep knocking the cord out of my mic. But thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate that. Hope I'm being helpful and or educational, whatever. We're just having some fun today. Today's pretty chill. I'm gonna try and let's just see if the queue pops soon. Looks like it's a pretty short average wait. Get one more queue in, and then maybe call it a day. It is still technically a work day for me tomorrow. Things are a little quieter, but I do have to do some things. Philbos, you found great guides. Found me from YouTube. Nice. Yeah, I need to update my demo guide. I think I have time this week to do it. Maybe during the day, if work is a little quieter, maybe I'll try and do it then. But it would be nice to update my demo guide. I don't think there's a whole lot I need to do there because I have the AF and Destro guides. Those are up to date. Hopefully pretty helpful to people. My demo guide from last season is, I think, okay. Haven't rewatched it in a while. That was one of the first guides I ever made, so it didn't have any background music or anything. I know that was like, maybe I should do it. But yeah, no, awesome. Yeah, I'm glad. I love it when people find me through YouTube and stuff. A lot of people are trying out Lock for the first time after seeing the guide. I think it's cool. There's a lot of hesitation to play a class in WoW because WoW is so complicated to begin with. So it really helps to find a guide. I notice this too, like when I try and play an alt, which is not very often. I won't usually play alts, but if I find a guide, it'll really help a lot because there's some classes and specs that just don't really have up-to-date guides at all. Like I'm not certain you could find a good enhanced shaman guide, you know, something like that. Those are rare. So it can be challenging. Fear and you're having your doubts again? What? DK Priest, dude, I think is a solid choice. Wait, isn't that where you were? Oh wait, no wait. Oh, weren't you? No, you tried Monk again, and then you went back to DK. I don't know, Furin. You're gonna have to like keep us up to date day to day. Zazbot, guides are great. Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad. Glad people find them fun and or useful. It takes a long time to make a guide. Like, believe it or not, I think I'm just the slowest person ever when it comes to video editing. It's like painfully slow. Even if it's as simple as just talking through talent points, I don't know why. The reason why it takes so long is because I ramble and I have to like edit down all the nonsense I say, or else I'll waste everybody's time, and that's tough. So I can't just like sit there and record it in one shot. I'm not that good. If you're in Monk, DK, and Priest, kind of been bouncing around. Yeah, that's right. Monk, DK, Priest. I mean, they're all very different, is the thing. I feel like playing melee and caster is so fundamentally different in terms of like positioning. It might be hard to bounce back and forth between a melee and a caster. I'm not sure. I've never really played much melee ever in my 20 years of playing WoW. So I couldn't tell you, but it feels like they seem very different to me. When on the receiving end of, obviously I see plenty of melee. They're always trying to bash my face in. Super annoying. But couldn't tell you. But DK is probably the most caster-like of the melee. Well, no, Ret is. Ret is for sure. Ret, DK. I imagine playing Windwalker Monk is very different, though, than playing a caster. Never played it. Have no idea. Tyler, do I think that Destro is the easiest spec for a beginner? I do. I think that Hellcaller Destro specifically is the easiest Warlock spec to learn. Because the rotation is pretty simple. It's pretty intuitive. You're obviously trying to spend shards, and then before you like when you infernal, you want to have like that's when you want to save up a couple of shards beforehand. And just chaos bolt a bunch. And like one of the reasons why it's pretty good is warlocks get targeted a lot. It's really challenging. So you get targeted by a bunch of melee. All the interrupts are directed at you. It's super annoying, but at the same time, if you do get a chance to cast, you can do a ton of damage with chaos bolts. And if you can't get free, then you do a lot of damage as Hellcaller Desert just by instant casting. You're just maintaining your Wither dot on as many targets as you can, casting Conflag and Shadow Burn on cooldown, and you'll do pretty respectable damage just that way. So I think it's a good spec for beginners. The second, like, but for some people, their playstyle will fit demo more. And I think demo, both Diabolist and Soul Harvester are pretty similar. And they're both pretty good for beginners too, because they're very tanky. There's a lot more room for error. You're tanky, you got a lot of stuns and stuff. You can just spam fear, and you're pretty effective in every situation, even if you're not doing that much damage. So both, I would try both those, and you can gear from them the same. You can get haste versatility gear, and it'll work for both specs. I'd say that affliction is the one that I would pick up later after you have a little bit of comfort around Warlock in general, because it's just a little bit harder to play. It's a lot easier to get shut down as an affliction lock. Like you can have a pretty miserable time as an affliction lock if you're not able to get away and get your casts off. You can get like absolutely just like you're gonna think that the game is just totally broken if that's like your first intro to PvP as a Warlock. Wow, Solo Shuffle has been popping today. It's nuts. All right, let's see if we can get one more game in here, and then see if we can get a good one. I was hoping to get more Blitz though, because my CR is. I still need to catch up on current rating here. Well, here we go. I guess we gotta keep up. All right. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. So Outlaw Rogue. What kind of shoot, it's a Disc Priest. Oh no, I'm gonna get murdered. Let me see. We got a Disc Priest, Fire Mage, and we're missing somebody, I believe. There we go, Affliction Lock. Is the same one? Yeah, same Affliction Lock. So he plays, I think he played Fell Hunter some of the rounds. So we're gonna see if he plays Fell Hunter or the other one. Let me see. I think Banish ended up being pretty effective. So I think I take Banish. I think I skip that, get Banish. All right, let's do that. Get our pet, and we're good. Because if he's playing the Seduce guy, then I probably do need the Banish. If he's playing Fell Hunter, it's like, yeah, I mean, it helps, you know. It's worth casting, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, okay, let's get in there. Probably try and so the Fire Mage is the scariest though. Fire Mage is a lot of burst damage. I banish it. I don't really think it helps that much, to be honest, but gonna keep banishing it for no reason at all, other than it's kind of funny. A little troll. Alright, see if I can fear the healer. Got the fear. Reflect. Oh, I thought he was doing some damage there. Fear the healer again. Didn't get it. But we're doing a lot of damage. Oh, dang. I thought I could get the cast off there just in time, but didn't get it. completely whiffed my my Shadow Fear there. This is a pretty tough game. I gotta admit, I'm probably gonna die here in a second. I didn't think I'd die that fast. But, to be honest, not sure. I'm not sure what we could have done there. They just had, eventually they were gonna get like a chain CC on the healer. My wall was a little late for sure, but I don't know how we win that. I think I'm screwed. I think I might go 0-6 this lobby. So the reason is because the Disc Priest is really not great when he's on my team, and he's extremely good when he's on the enemy team. That's a huge disadvantage to start with. Fire Mages just rock me. Oh, he interrupted my banish. Alright. Fine. Be that way. Ooh, a sap on the priest. Actually, this is huge. Fear? Not much of fear, though, to be honest. Interrupt the pet, or a banished pet. I love banishing now. Starting to think it's like really good. Precog. Banish a pet, because his spell lock is up now. This is so tough. You'll notice like their health bars haven't like gone down even the slightest bit. All because of that Disc Priest nonsense. It's so broken. Fear. Banish. Poured out of the Void Blast. I think I'm screwing up the stun DRs pretty badly here. But, oh well, not my problem. It's a rogue's problem. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck here. What could I have done to get out of that Ring of Frost? That was pretty miserable. Man, I think I'm going 0-6. How do I turn this around? Okay, I don't need banish here, but it doesn't really matter. Who cares? Because like Mage Rogue combo has just as much CC, if not more so, than the Mage Lock combo. Priest is gonna get shut down at some point. Actually, maybe this will be okay if they go on me. Bellord here. Nice. We got the cloak. Yeah, I don't know why they're going to me, but I'll take it. That's actually really good for us. You're the healer. Okay. Yeah, they switch to the affliction lock and he just dies. Dang it. I don't think they're gonna stay on me this round. Cause like I think if they just stayed on me, we would have eventually won. But now I think they're actually going to not just stay on me. Oh boy, how do I squeeze a win out of here somewhere? Let's see. This priest is facing me. So the only way we can kill somebody is like basically in between the void eruption thingy. I can't remember what it's called, but the big like black hole looking thing does so much damage to all my pets. Totally useless. Insanely OP. Coil this guy. I mean, it'll help if they go on me again. Maybe they'll go on me. I don't know. A little much to ask for, but you never know. Interrupt the void blasts. I think I eat this, yeah. Take the kick. You're the healer. Foil, interrupt the healer, fear the healer. Nice, got the shadow. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna keep hitting him. I don't even care. Oh, they switch. Nothing can be done. Hit up the healer. Fake the kick. Oh boy. Coil. Dang, huge fear. Hey, we got him. Oh my gosh. I'm the champion of the universe. I am not going 0-6 this lobby. I feel pretty good about that. Whew. Alright, got a win. I don't know how, but that was lucky. Alright, let's see. Fjern. Let's see. Oh, Drathar, can you gate out of it? Oh, the Ring of Frost. So I had gated early. I'm pretty sure I was on gate cooldown. And you freeze if you go over the Ring of Frost, which it still would have been better because then I should have tried. I don't know if I was still on cooldown or not, because at least then I would have been able to get into range of my healer, even if I get frozen on it. So it's still kind of like a net benefit. I don't know how to win this round. It's gonna be a tough one, but I think the answer is the rogue. Banish this. Can't interrupt me. I can't cast anything anyway because this rogue is on steroids and moving at 0.9 the speed of light or whatever. got a cloak. Feels pretty good. You're the healer. Coil. Blasting. AoE stunning. I don't know if I got the rogue. I didn't get rogue. That's okay. Trinket. I don't care about nothing. Just gotta kill this guy. Dang. Oh no. What? That was some crazy burst. I don't know. I think I'm bad. Or I'm squishy. Not good, not good. Banish a pet. Hit this guy for a second while I can. Oh my gosh, he got sapped. Oof. How'd he get sapped there? Alright, well. Everything is going according to plan. Was he trying to drink? Do you have to drink as a disc priest? I don't think so, right? Well, whatever. Here we are. We did get our win of the lobby, so everything that happens after this is like, it doesn't matter. There have been an unusual number of disc priests playing today. Kind of made my my little demo adventure a little less exciting. Alright, interrupt that guy. Banish the pet. You're the healer, didn't get it. Just smash this guy. Spread some damage a little bit. Did I banish the right thing? I think I did. Coil. Dang it. Interrupt the healer. Heal the healer. And kill that guy. Banish his pet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, tough lobby, tough lobby. Yeah, I'm not too surprised. I think the only surprising thing here is I actually won a game. but it's kind of interesting because you can kind of go into a lobby and you can see what's going to happen before. Not always the case. There's a lot of lobbies. I mean, I'd say it's more common that lobbies are actually pretty even, but sometimes you play like demo has a few hard counters, and they were present in that game, and so it was a pretty tough one. But interesting nonetheless. All right, let's see. I'm gonna answer some questions and the remaining questions, and then I probably will turn in for the night because it is a little late for me. Um, let's see. Fjern, you like DK a lot, but not the best for BGs. Monk rotation wise is fun because the different buttons and healing and BG is fun on them, but it's the hardest. aka you're the worst. Priest is fun, but nerve wracking. I think everything is fun and hard, with one exception, two exceptions: BM Hunter and Ret Pally. Everything else, you do have to do some work to get your wins, and you're always gonna feel that way. So there's no OP class. Otherwise, the game would be no fun. If the game were like had OP classes, then people would just play it. So everything is balanced. You're supposed to win and lose a lot, so that's just kind of how it is. You're always gonna feel that level of stress. Let's see, Fjern, ignoring you, just typing. I know, I love it. I think it's kind of interesting to kind of think about these things too, because every class is different. The meta is always changing, but it's totally also viable to just pick something and just do it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, Tyler. Okay, you never played Caster before, finding it very hard. Yeah, Caster is pretty hard to pick up for the first time, because like it's very easy to get shut down and like not be able to play the game you want to play. It happens though. Drathar, you really like to play Warlock, but you have a nightmare of Dragonflight solo shuffle getting trained hard by monks and warriors. That's still the case. I've had a fair number of mixed lobbies today where it's been like couple ranged, couple melee, but that's definitely less common. I think it's more common to have a ton of melee, and it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough, but it's doable. I forgot to queue up again. It's doable, but it's tough. Although I probably should turn in. Actually, yeah, it is a work day. Let's see, Mike Hernandez. How do you deal with getting tunneled as affliction? You feel like it's the squishiest of all the luck specs? It is the squishiest. It is the squishiest. It does the highest damage overall. So it's like where you try and make up for it is by applying more offensive pressure, just making life hard for the enemy healer. But yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. You have to get some precogs. It's kind of the only way, which is why affliction is definitely the hardest in solo shuffle and arena. It's the hardest to get good results compared to like Destro and Demo. Because if Destro Demo, if you don't get any precogs, it's okay. You can still kind of do your thing. But yeah, AF is tough. But if you do get a couple precogs and you get your dots rolling on everybody, you can do a ton of damage, and it ramps up very quickly because Soul Rot, Phantom Singularity, Dark Glare, that's like a huge damage combo right there. So it's still okay. It's still perfectly viable. Like we just saw an Affliction Lock win 5 in that lobby. Perfectly viable, but is it the best? It works really well in a lobby like that, but that's not true of every lobby for sure. Like if that had been a different healer, if that had been any other healer than a Disc Priest, I think I would have had a pretty decent shot at winning that lobby. But it's funny how that can like completely flip the outcome though. That's just it is what it is. All right. Well, anyway, you know what? It's a little late for me, so I'm gonna turn in here. I'm gonna try and stream more especially with like I'm not going anywhere for Thanksgiving, so I'm just working, just chilling. I'll have some time in the evenings, and hope you all had fun. I will try and stream more soon. But yeah, everybody have a good one. Happy reset day tomorrow, and yeah, enjoy. All right, peace everybody.